What's good? What's good? What's good, people? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? What's goody? We in the building. We gonna have a special guest, two special guests on today. We're gonna have on British superstar Ben Whitaker in the building. And then we also gonna have on a guy I love to listen and talk to boxing. Lionel Thompson, aka Lonnie B, will be in the building. Oh yeah. Salute, salute, salute. We in the building, people. We in the building. So we're gonna get into some boxing talk because we have a lot of boxing talk to get into. We got a lot of boxing talk to get into. Smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes all the way up. Y'all know they ain't gonna send out notifications. They're gonna play games, and your boy Blue was late on top of it. And don't look up at the sky today. Don't look up at the sky. Don't listen to what they tell you. About all this glasses nonsense. Why would you want to do that and risk it? Ain't worth it. You'll see it on TV. Johnny Hall, what's up, family? Hey, Curry, peace and blessings, Queen. And make sure y'all subscribe to my new channel. Y'all already know what the new channel is. Make sure y'all subscribe to the new channel. Let me put the link to the new channel in the chat. I need y'all to subscribe to that new channel. Let's get that new channel to 2,000 likes. It already passed us in AZ. Oh, it did? Yeah, don't, man, listen, man. People up there craving to look at, man, look at it on TV. What's the point? It's probably them. What's up, family? After Bud wins the WBO and WBA, will anyone unify? Yeah, I think Terence Crawford wins that belt. He should go after old boy that just beat Jack Colque. I wasn't impressed with him. D-Boy Dev, what's good? Now I know my brother so he should go after Bakram. You understand what I'm saying? Bakram, I wasn't very impressed with him. I wasn't very impressed with Bakram. Now I know there's a lot of people that's high on him. I'm not. I didn't see anything that told me that he's going to beat Terence Crawford or Fedora, Tim Tszyu, Errol Spence. I ain't see nothing special from him. No, Nick's tape for 13. No, I'm not doing that. That's silly. Not getting into that. I'm not getting into that. That's pointless. Cali World, peace and blessings, Queen. All right, the sports guy, what's good? So, members of Tank Team, they had this to say. This is what they had to say, right? So this is what they had to say. Main event, my brother, what's good? L Hitman X, what's good? Yeah, that's pointless, man. People keep saying, "Hey, I'm gonna go look at it for what? For what? What do you get out of that?" I don't know, man. People are different. Me personally, the universe is the universe. UGA Remy, what's good? Sports King, what's good? Yeah, I'm in on that. Almighty OG, what's up, family? So So here's the thing, right? Big Hearn, what's up, family? Otis the Great, what's up? D-Boy Dad, Mike Big Boston, what's up, family? Jonathan Thompson, Owen Campbell, what's good? So Tank's team, they came out and they said that Tank is Chip Game Sports TV, what's good? Tank is essentially T-Buzz, what's up, family? RC, what's good? Tank is is essentially a 130 pounder. Man, I'm not gonna lie, man. Tank look good. Judas 773, what's good? Number 3, what's good? RC, what's up, family? Tank look good, man. Tank look like he could make 130 pounds. Coach Perry, what's good? I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold y'all. St. Cyr, what's good? He looked like he could make 130 right now. That's because he's in shape. He's monitoring his weight, monitoring his diet. Tank looked like he could make 130 pounds right now. He looked absolutely fantastic. No diddy. He looks fantastic, man. No diddy. And you know, I know obviously I had people hit me up and they said, man, Blue, why you talking about Tank look fantastic? Frank Martin look fantastic. Tariq Reed, what's up, family? Yeah, it's probably them. No diddy. So people hit me up, obviously. You know, people can't help themselves. Why you saying Tank look spectacular? Robert Singleton, what's up? Keeman Nation, what's good? L Hitman X, what's good? Why you saying Tank looks spectacular, man? Frank always looks spectacular. Well, you just said it. Frank always looks spectacular. It's not that Tank don't look spectacular. Brent Lawson, what's good? All the time. Tank just never is in this type of shape. He's never in this type of shape. You don't see Tank with a six-pack and ripped up. I mean, he ripped up like the dope boy. I mean, we got to be honest here. Gervonta Tank Davis is shredded. Robert Adams was good. I mean, he looked like your neighborhood dope boy out there. Old Money Swag, what's up, family? You understand? Salute to my brother Main Event Mark in the building in the super chat. He said, who the hottest, Naomi, Bianca B, or Jade Cargill? I don't even know who they are, bro. Drew Titan LLC, the Droof, my brother in the building. What's up with you, Drew? Malik K, what's good? Matthew Bishop, what's good? Inou Boston, what's up, family? I don't even know who they are. GB Lifetime Vids, what's up, family? I don't know who those people are. Ty in the Sky, peace and blessings, Queen. Creighton Brooks, what's good? Are they entertainers, singers? I don't know who they are. Only Jade I know is my daughter. Louisiana HB, what's up, family? That's the only Jade I know is my daughter. Number 3, what's good? Oh, it's WWE? Oh, I don't watch that. I don't even watch that, bro. I have no clue what you. I'm lost. Hey, Mark, I'm so lost. I have no clue what you're talking about. Creighton Brooks was good. I have zero clue what you're talking about. So now I have zero clue what he's talking about. Now I'm gonna Google him. Larry Lopez was good. I'm gonna Google him. Chris Esperon was good. Larry Lopez, what's up, family? So Enzo 88 was good. So here's the thing, right? Tank Davis always looks great. He always looks great. I mean, excuse me. Frank Martin always looks great on the scale. You understand? Tank has an ordinary bod. No diddy. No diddy. Jimmy Bernard was good. The Sports Guy was good. Man, I stopped watching WWE, WWF to me in 90. Man, it might be in the 80s, the late 80s. Ken Dawson was good. Was I watching WWE in the 90s? Maybe like 91. Might have been like 91. UUB, what's up, family? Robert Williams, what's good? Robert Singleton, what's good? Ken Dawson, what's good? Might have been like 91, bro. I just can't get into it. I have no interest in it. It was like 91 to me, 92. I started putting all my energy into the 49ers and the Bulls and in the boxing. So I stopped. Des Deuce was good. Marcus was good. My kids don't even watch boxing, wrestling. I don't think so. I mean, they don't tell me. I stopped watching it back in like 91, man. When the first Madden football came out, that was like 89, 88, something like that. When they first put the New York Jets in Madden football. JQ Odin, what's good? Alon, Allen, what's up, family? Light Eyes, what's good? That's when I stopped watching. I couldn't get into it. Gregory Williams, what's good? From that point forward. Kid you not. Whatever year, Chris Lil Taylor, what's good? Whatever Madden that was, when they put the New York Jets in Madden and they put all the teams in, that's the year I stopped watching. Love Stacy B, what's up? So now, right? When you look at it from, this standpoint, I'm saying that Frank Martin always looks good on the scales. When does Frank Martin not look good on the scales? He always looks good on the scales. You understand what I'm saying? But like Floyd said, you don't win on the scales. You win in the ring. You know what I'm saying? So Tank has that Floyd Mayweather. Not even Floyd Mayweather, man. Let me see. Who can I say Tank has that? His appearance is he has an appearance of like my Egypt piece of blessings, Queen. Who can I tell you Tank has? It's like a Roberto Duran type of thing, right? They never Zab is shredded on the scales. It's like a Roberto Duran type of thing. Like they never really on the scales, they never shredded, right? You know what I mean? Like Zab was shredded on the scales. It's like Miguel Cotto, exactly. Larry Lopez, Miguel Cotto. Exactly. There it is. That's a perfect. Music show on my Music TV. What's up, family? Bo Rice, what's up? Rodney Christian, what's good? It's Miguel Cotto. There it is. That's perfect. Elvis Ortiz was good. Zab was shredded on the scales. Yavi World Peace, what's up? Appreciate you. So Tank, that's exactly what he is. He got that Miguel Cotto look going on. Brandon Austin, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, watch your vid on Bud and Spence fighting Boots or Charlo next. Bud and Spence want belts at 154, and neither one of them those guys have a belt at 154. But you can't fight Herbert Freeman. What's good? Cloud with TJ. What's good? Blue, I'm looking at the Sunny clips right now. Man, don't do that, bro. Brandon also was good. Exactly. Fareed, what's good? You got Mexican body, right? So, and he got the Miguel Cotto body. They never shredded. But right now, he's shredded. Like Marmel Marquez, he never had the shredded body. Dominique Williams was good. Hey, Kate Crowder, my brother, what's up, family? Remember Legacy Defined LS, what's up? Remember when Marquez came into that last Pacquiao fight and he was shredded? Immediately, everybody was like, oh, he's on the juice. There it is. And I was hurt. Joe Townsend, what's up, family? Hey, I was hurt, man. Immediately, man, look at Marquez, man. That dude on the juice. I was like, oh, come on, champ. Don't do this to me. Don't do me like that, champ. Kent Dawson was good. Don't do me like that, champ. Don't do me like that. I was hurt, man. People was like, yeah, look at your boy, Blue. I'm like, oh, man, come on, champ. Don't do me like that, champ. He was shredded. Paul Miller, what's up, family? Salute to Omaha. My Bob Different, OTR Trucker, what's up, family? I was hurt. Enzo 88 was good. When they start saying, hey, man, your man Marquez, I was like, oh, man. Come on, champ. And he was shredded, bro. He was shredded like a bag of dope. I ain't never seen Marquez look like that. And y'all know I gotta be honest. Hey, Chris Lowell was good. Y'all know I gotta be honest, boy. People was like, man, look at your boy. And I was in denial. I ain't even want to look at the pictures. Man, look at your boy. And I was like, man, who? Man, I was in straight denial. Who you talking about? Man, look at your boy Marquez. Man, I was going to the barbershop. They was getting on me. They was jumping on me, man. Look at this dude Marquez, man. He cheating. Dunk Flush was good. And I'm like, man, what are you talking about, man? I ain't see nothing. They was on me, bro. They was on me. They said, look at your boy. I mean, they had to hold me down and showed me the pictures. Arise 12 Tribe was good. They held me down and showed me the pictures. Look at your boy. Look at him. You know, they're doing one of these. You know, like I was in an interrogation room. Look at him. You see him? And I'm like, no. Melante Davis was good. Look at him. You know, he's grabbing my head, doing one of these. Look, you see him. RC, my brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco. On your boy Blue. He said Tank might be trying to keep his weight low to see if he can get that Inou fight. Would be interesting for sure. That's what I just said. H-Dub, what's up, family? That's going to be on the way to you, H-Dub. You're going to be a happy man. Shouts out to my brother H-Dub. Winning 30K. Shout out to my brother Charles Edward Cheese, man, for sponsoring it. I mean, I couldn't, man. Listen, man. I didn't want to look at the pictures. Brian Cobb, what's good? I didn't want to look at the pictures, boy. They was like, Blue, look at him. You see it? And I'm like, no, I don't see nothing. Katie the boxer was good. I don't see nothing. FSU, what's up, family? Man, they had my boy Marquez looking like a straight bodybuilder out there, man. I'm like, man, what'd they do to him? What'd they do to him, man? Yeah, he was looking like a straight bodybuilder, man. The transformation was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Marquez was chopped up, boy, like a bag of dope, boy. Brian Cobb, what's up? Jonathan 97, what's good? You ain't never seen Marquez look like that. I said, look at my boy Juan Mel, man. He been in the gym. They was like, nah, that ain't the gym. That ain't the gym, Blue. I'm like, nah, he been in the gym. He been in the gym. They like, nah, Blue, that ain't no gym. Look at the Mayweather fight. I'm like, nah, he been in the gym. He been in the gym. They said, nah, Blue. Rebel Eye, what's up, family? I said, yeah, that's what it is. He been in the gym. My guy was in the gym. Your guy wasn't. My guy was in the gym. Your guy wasn't. That's all. BVG Trey, what's up? Because if you think about it, he was always kind of shredded. I ain't going to hold you. Chip Game, what's up? I ain't going to hold you. Marquez was always kind of shredded, man. Now, he got a little more muscle mass on him. You know, he got a little more muscle mass on him, but, you know, he was in the gym. You know what I'm saying? He's in the gym. Hold on. So that's what I'm saying is like, so they said, you know, Tank is J Rock the champ. What's up, family? They say Tank, hey man, look at Marquez, man. Yeah, he ain't look like this for the Floyd fight. Julius Ford, what's good? Yeah, he definitely didn't look like that for the Floyd fight. He ain't look like that for the Floyd fight. He definitely didn't. But I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. I thought he looked great on the scales. I thought he looked great. You know what I mean, Tiana? He looked great. So yeah, so Tank team is saying that, Tank could really make 130. Malante Davis, what's up? So Tank could make 130 is what they said. And the way he looking, the way Tank looking, T9 boxing class was good. Oh, yeah? That's what's up, man. Keep me posted on that. The sledgehammer, I like that. And so my thing is this, right? If that's the case, I'm gonna walk away from the Devin Haney fight. You know what I'm saying? Since they saying he can make 130, man, Tank's super shredded, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Look, Tank is super shredded, bro. He definitely super shredded, man. I ain't never seen Tank look like that. Is he on the Marquez special? Or he just super committed? G, tatted up. What up, nephew? Is he on the Marquez special or is he just super committed? You understand what I'm saying? But I say that Tank Davis looked great. And I say that if Tank Davis can make 130 pounds, do so. The Inoue fight to me would be huge. I love it. If Castor Troy, what's up, family? If he can make 130 and Inoue come up, I love the idea. And I won't talk about the Devin Haney fight no more. You understand what I'm saying? But he can't. Julius Ford, what's good? Blue, who got between Tank and Frank? Salute to B-More, man. I think that Tank's experience is going to be too much, man. In the end, I think down the stretch as the fight plays out, I think that experience, the moment, the everything, the adjustments, I have to give that edge to Tank. He's been there 10,000 times. He knows what to expect, so I have to give that edge to Tank. You know what I mean? And I think Tank at some point could start making Frank press. If he start making Frank press the fight, Sweet Science, what's up, family? If he starts to make Frank press the fight and start making him overthink, Darnell Devon, 23 was good. Any weight class, Tank is washing Devin. You don't believe that. Man, stop lying. Dwayne Yosa was good. Stop lying, man. Von 99X was good. Y'all be in here making up stories because you don't feel like it's a reality. Please stop. Any weight class, Tank is gonna wash them. You don't believe that. You be the first one in here talking about they should be a rehydration clause and they need the Jerron Purtle was good. They need Devin Haney needs a catch weight and man, come on, man. You know you ain't being realistic. I could tell from your tone you ain't realistic. Man, you feel like this is what you feel like. Well, Tank ain't got it's more than likely not gonna happen. So I can say what I want. Will Smith, what's up, family? That's the type of thing that these fans be saying, man. They'll be the first ones. He fight Devin at 140 and lose. First thing out his mouth gonna be he was too small. The first thing. That's gonna be that. I promise you. The first thing out his mouth is gonna be, man, Tank was too small. I promise you that. Promise you. The very first thing out his mouth, Tank loses. The very first thing out his mouth is gonna be, man, Tank was too small, man. I promise you. I've been doing this boxing thing for 40 years, man. 40 years I've been in and around the sport of boxing, man. I already know what it is. Sean Johnson, what's up, nephew? I already know what it is. Solomon Reddick, what's good? Once you, I've been around the block, been around the world, and I can't find my. You understand? He said, "I'm not like those other fans you talking about." Okay, so stand on your truth. They fight at 140. Make sure you come back here. And if Devin win, I want to hear you have the same praise for Devin that you had for Tank. Don't disappear because I remember your name. It's embedded in my brain. Not only that, I could always go back to this replay. So I need you to stand on that. Creighton Brooks, what's good? And you can put a wager on it with me if you want to. There go Rod, what's good? Easy E9, what's up, family? Well, I got a video coming about that after the stream. But y'all be having super confidence when you don't think the fight is around the corner. Man, Tank gonna wash Devin in any weight class. You don't believe that. You don't believe that. And if you do, that's because you don't understand the sport of boxing. Well, let me not say that, because I felt the same way when Bo Mack was saying that Bud was gonna wash Spence. I'm like, Bo is tripping. And Bo knows more boxing than me, clearly, right? But when Bo Mack kept saying, he said, man, he gonna beat Errol Spence easy. He told me that 3 different times, and I'm like, Bo is tripping. I took it with a grain of salt, literally, just like, man, he tripping, and he gonna say that because Bud is his fighter. That's how I took it, literally. And he ain't tell one lie. He ain't tell one lie. But he told me that, and I was like, Bo Mack tripping. He wasn't tripping. I ain't see him fall nowhere. He was telling a hardcore truth. So let me tell my brother. My brother said that he think that Tank Donovan 23-23. You think Tank will wash Devin in any weight class? Who am I to tell you he won't? Because anything is possible. So let me not tell you you don't believe that or you don't know boxing. Because, hey, you could very well be right. You could very well be right. Now, my brother GTDDDDDD, no Diddy, right? LD Giles Jr., what's up, family? Now he's a whole nother story. See, he's just a troll. He's just a super fan. You understand? GDDDDDD, he do one of these and rip his shirt open like that. There's taco meat showing. And he got it, and he got GTDDDD tatted under his taco meat. And I love you, great brother, but you know I'm telling the truth. You do one of these, dun, 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 taco meat showing, GTDDDD under there. You understand me? For surely, Sean, what's up, nephew? Troll, what's up, family? Yeah. He just come here just to troll me. You understand? He just, you know what I mean? Step out his bathtub. He ain't got to walk in the shower, just a bath. No, I'm only messing with you, DTDGD. You know you my guy. Harwin coming home to glory. What's up, family? Monica Johnson, peace and blessings, queen. How you feeling today? So we're going to have a special guest at the top of the hour. We're going to have British superstar, quickly becoming one of my favorite fighters, Ben Whitaker. Yeah, I like to mess with GTDD. We just troll each other every day. We just troll each other every day. I get on him, but he gets on me. But we just troll. We just having fun. I love the brother. He support me, you know, and I appreciate you, GTDD. I truly do. Truly do. But Ben Whitaker is becoming one of my favorite fighters, man. Y'all know I like flash and flair, and I like pure boxers that have power and flash and flair. Roy Jones is one of my favorite. Jerome Ennis, Devin Haney, Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard. Those are my favorite fighters. Juan Manuel Marquez. Now, Juan Manuel Marquez was more strategic and a counterpuncher. RJ, what's up, family? But Juan Manuel Marquez, Pernell Whitaker, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones Jr., Sugar Ray Leonard. Those are top five, and Larry Holmes is my all-time favorite heavyweight. The Eastern Assassin with the jab. Bang, bang. The greatest jab, in my opinion, in all of boxing. The Eastern Assassin, Larry Holmes. Bang, bang, bang. So Sugar Ray Leonard, Larry Holmes, Floyd Mayweather, Roy Jones, Pernell Whitaker. Those are my types of fighters. You know what I'm saying? My personal preference. Today's time, Jerron Ennis, Devin Haney, their style just appeals to my medulla oblongata. Harold Mike Shingo, what's good? Curtis Gilliam, what's good? And when I watch Ben Whitaker, now he only has 7 fights, but boy, oh boy, man, he appeals to me. Tariq Reed was good. And everybody I talked to in the States, when he last fought, everybody sent me this, man, you got to get Ben Whitaker on the show. Bro, you got to get Ben Whitaker on the show. Man, who is this? I had casuals. This is when I know you made it. This is when I know you made it. I got casual friends that watch boxing. They just casually watch boxing. And they pretend like they know, but they really don't know. And so they were sending me 16 people that I went to school with, I used to work with, I just know casually, sending me these clips of Ben Whitaker. Man, who is this dude, man? Who is this dude? And I'm like, bro, got next, bro. For real, for real. Now I know he's 26, you know what I mean? And we look at that as advanced age. But when you look at the sport of boxing, you got guys like Lomachenko, Alexander Usyk. Lomachenko got like 20 fights total. Bro is 36 years old. Usyk is like 36, 37. And Usyk got like 21 fights. October Red, peace and blessings to the queen. The Empress, as I refer to her as. Go subscribe to October Red. What's up, queen? How you feeling today? Well, I know how you feeling. I know you're not feeling well. Get well, queen. Stevie Neal, what's up? So I just love his style. I love Ben Whitaker's style. You know what I'm saying? It appeals to me. Now, you know what's so funny? His style is reminiscent of that of Prince Nassim Hamed. And I never was a fan of Prince Nassim Hamed. And the reason I was never a fan of Prince Nassim Hamed is because I felt like he talked more than he wanted the actual fight. You know what I'm saying? And then I was a huge Kevin Kelly fan. And he put the brakes, he beat the brakes off of Kevin Kelly. You know what I'm saying? And I felt a certain kind of way about that. But Prince Nassim Hamed was very good. You understand what I'm saying? He was very, very good. But Ben Whitaker is different. Like, see, I felt like Prince Nassim Hamed was doing this, but in the same token, I felt like he didn't really want to smoke with the tough fights. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Ben Whitaker want to smoke. I think he like Roy Jones and Boots Ennis. And you don't have fight. And I know a lot of people was complaining because I had a lot of people also complaining. 36 Entertainment was good. I had a lot of people man, bro, be showboating too much. If you could do it, it's entertainment. See, how we talk about the sport of boxing is entertainment in one breath, and in the next breath, we like, man, you can't be doing all that. Which one is it? Is it entertainment or is it not? So I'm a huge fan of Ben Whitaker. So if y'all not familiar with Ben Whitaker, I suggest you go look him up right now before he come in the next 10 minutes. Suggest you go check him out. Just look him up. You know what I mean? I truly feel like bro got next. I do. I really feel like that. You know what I mean? And I'm a big fan of his. And shouts out to October Red hooking me up. Appreciate you, queen. Much love to you. He fights his fight. So if that's not his fault, that it's so easy that he feels so comfortable that he could do a shimmy in front of you and you can't do nothing about it. William James, what's good? Why is that his fault? Make him stop shimmying. You in the hurt business. If somebody's in front of you shimmying and showboating and you could punch him in the face, punch him in the face. Now make that make sense. Make it make sense, right? Make that make sense. Hey, bro, doing too much dancing. Bro, well, you have the legal right to punch him in the face. Make that make sense. You mad because you can't do it? I never understood that rule. I didn't like that in no sports. You know, in football, the coaches or basketball, their coaches get mad and they be like, man, stop running up the score. No, how about you stop me from running up the score? That never makes no sense to me. Man, don't keep this. The game is over and you already running up the score. What? Why do you take offense? Bro, if I'm beating you by 60, what matters if I beat you by 80? What difference does it make? Man, you up 30 points. You want to go up to 50? Right. What difference does it make? What difference does it make? Yeah, it's getting super dark. And make sure it's definitely getting super dark, man. It looks weird. It definitely looks weird. It definitely looks weird outside, bro. It looks super weird outside right now. It looks super weird outside right now. I just looked over here, and it almost looked like it's raining. Yeah, Ben up. What's up, nephew? Stormy B man, my brother. Go subscribe to my brother Stormy B man. He said, "What I want to know is when you gonna give Chi-Town Pizza is just due." Oh, I'm gonna give them his just due. They just never gonna catch up to New York pizza. New York pizza is the best pizza in the world. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Ben is a problem. He is. He definitely is. I think a super fight is going to be Ben Whittaker versus David Benavidez. Pizza, pizza, pizza. Claymore Rain, my brother in the building. I think Ben Whittaker and oh yeah, I am Jay Lou. He said, "Stop it. There's nothing to stop." Boss fan, full time. My brother in the super chat dropping that cinco on your boy Blue. According to the nose, Lenny LB, Tank a 130 fighter and plan is the fight Inoue, who is at 122. If Inoue accepted and asked for it at 130, and Tank team says no, it's gonna look bad. So here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. I think that Tank Davis, I think Tank Davis actually and Inoue is a very good fight, but I do think Tank wins the fight. Mm-hmm. I think Tank wins the fight. Oh yeah, October Red, bang, bang, bang. I forgot David Morrell. David Morrell and man, they got some talent. David Morrell and Ben Whitaker talent is very similar. I think Ben Whitaker foot. I think he got better feet. I think Ben Whitaker got better feet than David Morrell. I think their size and their abilities are similar, but I think that Ben Whitaker has better feet than David Morrell. You said no, right? You don't want it? No, I'm good. Okay. It's getting dark already. Yeah, no, I see it. Okay. All right, kid. No. Super dark. It's getting super dark. Nick J, 50% of the queens of the ring, the chocolate drop in the building. Peace and blessings to the queen, Nick J. Make for 50% of the queens of the ring. Pacheco or Morrell? Pacheco is he showed me a lot of flaws this weekend. No, he can't. Chief Wildfire was good. He's a good, solid fighter that's come forward, but he can't beat. I don't think he could beat. Right now, I think David Morrell, I think Ben Whitaker. I think they smoke him right now. Robert Williams was good. Oh, it's hitting us right now. It's getting dark right now. It's getting super dark on us right now. Yeah, Pacheco. I like Pacheco, but he can't be either one. No. No. Yeah, he no, it wasn't a bad day. It was a bad style matchup. And once you show me that specific styles is going to bother you, I believe you. When you show me that, I believe you. Yeah, RJ, it's happening right now in New York. Tori, what's up, family? At 3:18, it says it'll be at its fullest, completely closed. So, when you show me a specific style gives you trouble, I believe you. Like right now, Richardson Hitchens has showed me that style gives him trouble. I believe him. I believe you. That's why I'm so big on seeing Shakur Stevenson fight against Edwin De Los Santos in the rematch, because again, his hand was hurt, and I saw that his hand was hurt, and I believe that his hand was hurt. And the same thing goes for Errol Spence with Terence Crawford, right? Okay, you telling me that was an anomaly? You tell me, because see, Mr. Holmes was good, and Billy, yeah, can beat Pacheco. Yeah, he will. Hitchinson, they fight on his own. They fought on his own. And that performance, I thought he lost. And y'all know I got to tell you the truth. I'm from New York through and through, and Richardson Hitchens is from New York, Africa, and I want to see him. I want to see him to be the best and represent New York, but I got to be truthful, and the truth is that he lost. At best, in his case, it was a draw. At best. At best, it was a draw. I thought he lost. DVJ 600, what's up? Willie Lowe, my brother, what's up, family? I thought he lost. And I like, again, I'm biased. I'm from New York, so I want to see him win. But I believe he lost. V-Vest, YT, what's up, family? I feel like he lost. No, I as I watched the fight, he lost. He lost. And it doesn't do any good for us to lie to fighters. It doesn't do any. It doesn't do us as fans. It doesn't do the fighters any good. Tell them the truth. It's like when you got kids, tell your kids the truth. Why lie to them? For what? We gotta tell the fighter. TY, what's good? So Philly Miz 215. What's up, family? Queen said, I don't want to see the Matias fight. He don't want to see the Matias fight either. He don't want to see it. He said that we lied about Devin over Loma. Now, again, I'm going to ask you some questions, brother. You said we lied to Devin over Loma. Okay, see, here's the difference, right? When you want to see a fighter lose, you want to see Devin lose, right? Okay, so cool. Now, let me ask you this question. Darnell Devon 2323. You said Devin lost. I'm asking you. Demond Brown, what's up, family? So you said Devin lost to Loma, correct? Let's make this quick because I got a guest coming. I do not want to see him lose. Okay, cool. So you said he lost to Loma, correct? And let's make this quick because I got the great champ gonna come on. In my opinion, yes. Okay. How many rounds did you give to Lomachenko? Yusuf Little B1, what's up, family? How many rounds did you give to Lomachenko? Again, like I said, people want to see Devin lose. So if he's in a competitive fight, like Floyd Mayweather, when Floyd Mayweather's in a competitive fight, people automatically said he lost. Oh, he lost to Jose Luis Castillo. Oh, he lost to Maidana in the first fight. No, he didn't, because he's in a competitive fight. You said he lost. because you're not accustomed to seeing them in competitive fights. Okay. Jeffrey Shaw, what's good? Every time you have a fighter of this magnitude, anytime they're in a close fight, people say they lost. Barbara D, peace of bless, Queen. How you feeling today? Come on, great brother, make it quick. Got a guest coming up. How many rounds did you give to Loma, and what rounds did you give to him? Why people got their kids out there looking up? For what? Bro, I don't understand people, man. Aaron Purnell, what's up, family? Is it necessary to have your kids out there looking up? Man, that's pointless to me. Come on, great brother. What rounds did you give to him? See? See what I'm talking about? Exactly, Mark. I don't get that. Elvis Ortiz. Okay, cool. What rounds did you give Lomachenko? L Dub, my brother. Salute to my brother. The boxing plug. L Dub boxing in the building. Stuart McDonald's good. I gave Loma the championship rounds. Isn't round 12 one of the championship rounds? I'm asking for a friend. TY, what's good? You said you gave Loma the championship round, Stuart McDonald. So I'm asking you, isn't round 12 one of the championship rounds? The championship rounds are all of them. Okay, what do you consider the championship rounds? What's the championship rounds? What's the championship rounds? Boy, oh boy, when I start asking these questions, boy, y'all start slowing down. Yes, but I like Devin. Yes, it is, but Loma undressed that man. Okay, I just asked you, what's the championship rounds? Boy, I start asking, y'all say, here you go. When you start applying pressure, Mark Wonder, what's good? When you start applying, he said round 8 through 12. 8 through 12 is the championship rounds? 8 through 12 is the championship rounds? Oh, boy. Okay. You just told me it's not necessary to even continue with this conversation. You just told me it's no reason to even continue with this conversation. This brother then told me half the fight is the championship rounds. It's only 12 rounds in the fight. The midway point is 6 rounds. You said 8 through 12. So pretty much the whole half of the fight is the championship fight? Okay, you won. There you go.
Yo, yo.
What's up with you?
What's up, man? You good?
How you feeling?
All good, man. Nothing new, man. Just another day. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, man. I got to tell you this, right? After your last fight, my inbox just filled up. and everybody over here in the States, they said, Hey, Blue, who is this dude here? You got to get him on the show. Who is? I'm talking. I don't know if you know, but the sport of boxing in the States, it's not even a top 10 sport.
That's crazy.
It's not even a top 10 sport here in the States, right? And so it's a lot of the sport is very, very top heavy over here. Very top heavy over here. And so you have the top, the Canelos, the Tank Davises, the Devin Haney's, Ryan Garcia's, but it's very, very top heavy, right? And I've always been watching you and I've been a fan of you.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of casual people, I'm talking friends, people I work with, barbershop, right? They just started, just an overwhelming amount of people just started sending me the clips and said, bro, who is this dude, Blue? Who is this dude? So I'm like, hey, bro, I'm telling them, that's Ben Whitaker. He over in the UK.
Yeah,
they like, man, who is this dude? You got to get him on the show. So I reached out to the Queen, October Red, peace and blessings to the Queen. And then she hooked me up. And you have appealed to the fan base over in the States. And that's not easy to do.
Yeah, it's hard to do, man. Especially like you said, being from the UK.
Right.
But I think I've already got family over there. I got family in Milwaukee, Colorado, things like that. So I guess I got that American swag, man. So that's why they must like me as well.
Yeah. You definitely appeal to the fan base over here. Your style, we have a very loud style, right? A very brash, outspoken style. When you're that type of fighter here in the States, you appeal to the fan base, right? And you have that has captured the casuals, because I'm telling you, these are people that I usually talk to them about basketball and football and stuff like that, and they're like, bro, who is this dude? Who's this dude? Who's this dude? And they know I do boxing, and they don't ask me the anybody else unless it's Tank Davis. Who's Tank Davis fighting?
The big names.
Yeah. So when those people, I said, man, you got the best of both worlds. And just once again, man, just want to congratulate. We got our brother Ben Whitaker in the building. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button.
Hey, I like that one.
Yeah. We got Ben Whitaker in the building, man. Undefeated British superstar, title contender already, right? Young fighter who's undefeated. Now, Ben, I see a lot of people give you a lot of slack for your style in the ring, right? And I think that it depends on who the fighter is and your demeanor. See, because your demeanor, a lot of people here in the States didn't take to Prince Nassim Hamed.
Yeah.
But we obviously adopted the Roy Jones, the Sugar Ray Leonard, and that was a lot of their energy. Even Jerron Boots Ennis today, right?
Oh, exactly.
And you appeal, but it's your personality that makes it acceptable to the fans here in the States. But I see a lot of people do complain about that. And I just said this. I said, if he can showboat in the ring, you got the legal right to punch him in the face.
Exactly. That's what I say. We keep saying that. It's like, especially in the UK, we get big claims of, oh, he's disrespectful, he's doing this, doing that. It's like, hey, it's not like the other kid's got his hands tied behind his back. He can do something about it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, there's all opinions. But the main thing is, as long as they're talking, all publicity is good publicity. So you just have to take it with the chin.
Yeah, because you see, like, again, Roy Jones, we love the fact that he put his hands behind his back, catch you with a hook, Sugar Ray Leonard wind up, know, Muhammad Ali shuffle. It's a listen, if you have the talent to do it and you can make the fight easy, because again, we say that the sport of boxing is entertainment.
Exactly.
So we have to accept it. If you putting on the show, that's what the fans look for. It's entertainment.
No, definitely. Right. Hold on, my mom's calling me.
No problem.
I'm doing an interview, man.
It's all good.
It's all good. She said
Yes.
my food's ready. I still get looked after by my mum, man.
That's a good thing, man. That's a
Exactly.
good thing. So if you could just describe your style to the fans here in the States.
Oh, I say it's the three Fs, man. Fresh, fire, and flashy. I just be myself. I'm true to myself, and that's why I think people are starting to warm to me. You know, if you see me day in day out, this is me. I spar like this. I walk, I talk like this. I train every day like this. So it's just another way to express myself. And like you said, being from the UK, I don't think you see many styles like this. The typical UK kid is tight guard, take about 30 shots to give one shot. I've got a very unique style, you know, and the fans are paying the money, they're tuning in, so that's why I put on the style I do.
Right. And that's my thing, because when I look at your style, and let me ask you this question before I get into that. A
Mhm.
lot of people misunderstand your commitment to the sport of boxing with being fly, flashy, and flamboyant, right?
Exactly.
Could you just attest to that? Because it quickly people would say, "Oh, he ain't focused," or "He's not committed to the sport of boxing." They
Yeah.
attest to that, right? You have to be lunch pail, hard hat, tight, like you said, fundamentally sound. Just attest to that if what people want to question your work ethic.
Yeah, man, that's what I do really like about this sport. They only get to see you in the ring for as long as they get to see you. So when I'm in there hopping on one leg, tapping the kid on the head, oh, he's not taking the sport serious. Why do you think I get to do performances like that? Because I'm training 3 times a day. I'm up early. If they're training, I'm training. If they're sleeping, I'm training. I leave no stone unturned. And like I said, it's all good and well doing it right now. But when I do it against a world champion with the same style, what can they say then?
Right, exactly. Now, what got Ben Whitaker into the sport of boxing?
What got me into the sport was my dad. So my dad used to box himself,
Hmm.
but on a night out, he got cut on the face, so it ended his boxing career. And I was actually diagnosed with ADHD. It's like being very hyper, all up and down, bouncing around the walls. So my dad wanted some discipline in my life, so he took me down to the boxing gym to actually get beat up. Do you know what I mean? Because I was the kid around school thinking I was somebody. So my dad said, "I'm going to take you to the gym to get beat up." First spot, I did so good. He was like, "Okay, okay." I signed up to fight, came home. I
Hmm.
started fighting next week. He wasn't too sure because I was only in the gym for about 2 weeks. I was out there, alley shuffling, hands behind my back, looking all fly. Next day, woke me up at 6 in the morning. He said, "We're going for a run. We're doing this serious." And ever since then, we've never looked back.
Man, see, I love that, man. And it's funny, right? Because Devin Haney has a similar story. I don't know if you heard that. That's the same thing that with Bill Haney. It was the same exact thing.
I think when you got a father and son relationship, some of them are hit and miss, you know.
Hmm.
Some
Hmm.
people, like the dad, always tries to take the limelight and things
Right.
like that. Me and my dad have a good relationship. He's been a boxer himself, so he knows what the lifestyle's like. But I'm my own man as well. You know what I mean? I know in this game you need discipline. If you do mess around, because one of my favorite boxers was actually Adrian Broner. Like
Hmm.
when he was 140, he could have been a pound for pound great.
Hmm.
But sadly, the music, girls, the
Hmm.
lifestyle caught up with him.
Right.
I've got that style to me, but I don't live that lifestyle, if that makes sense. So
Right.
that's what I think will take me to the top.
Right. And I just said this because I'm very close to Adrian Broner. So
Mhm.
I I say this, right. It's when you young like that, and you get the lifestyle, the popularity, the money, you know, that's something that interests me to always ask you guys, how do you stay focused? Because and I tell people this all the time.
Yeah,
Before we judge young people, remember you was young.
exactly.
And if you give me the fame, I didn't have social media. I didn't have, and I was running the streets. I can only imagine if you give me the money, the fame, the social media, like it's gonna be super difficult. It was hard for us to commit playing. I chose football over boxing, but it was difficult. Hey, you going to practice? Man, let's go over here. Like
Yeah.
so to be that young, how do you keep yourself grounded, especially having social media, your popularity, right? Because you're extremely popular on social media. You know, a lot of people know who you are, you know what I mean? And your clips and stuff, that goes absolutely viral.
Yeah.
How do you, being so young, stay so focused? Like you just said, your mom still looks after you. How do you stay so focused like that?
Well, I've got good people around me. You know, like I said, I've got my dad, my mom, my brother, people like that who keep me grounded and they tell me the truth. Me and my dad's motto is we haven't done anything yet. You look at all the greats, they was world champion, undisputed, unified. I've had 7 fights and I'm winning right now, but I know where I want to get. And the good thing about me is, of course, I'm getting popularity, I'm getting money, things like that. When back in the day we didn't have that, you know, my dad worked 2 jobs, mom worked 2 jobs, so I know where I've come from. So if I go and let that all waste now, living the wrong lifestyle, I'm not only affecting me, I'm affecting the people around me. So I do like my diamonds, I like my things like that, but I know I've got a bigger goal, and that's to take care of the people around me. So I just got to get to where I need to get.
See, and that's a beautiful thing, man. I love to hear that. Now, let me ask you this question, right? Uh, um, your ultimate goal
Mhm.
is to fight at Wembley, fight in the States. Where would you, if right now I said you can
I
choose
know.
the biggest fight, what would that be?
MGM, man. MGM. I think that's where all the big money fights are, all the big legacy fights, and I think my name would look good down there on those big lights. That's where I want to be.
Yeah, the MGM is special. I remember when I talked to AJ uh around the time right before he fought Andy Ruiz,
Oh yeah,
and he was essentially like, man, you don't realize the aura around Madison Square Garden until you get ready to perform there.
yeah,
And then I remember he did an interview after. He was like, man, walking to the ring was a completely different feeling, and he already headlined at Wembley, you
exactly.
know. So you know, I remember he was like essentially in so many words, like it was a shocker, you know, a
Yeah,
shocker to him. But I don't get that from you. I see his personality is like very reserved when it comes to that. I
yeah,
see that you flourish in those moments. Am I right when I say that?
yeah. You hit the nail on the head. I like to manifest, if I'm honest. So like you said, when you said how do I deal with all this popularity and stuff? When I was a young boy, I said I'm gonna be a star. I'm gonna be a world champion. So when all these things are happening, it's kind of like okay, that's supposed to happen. So in my mind, I've already pictured myself fighting at MGM, raising my belts. So when that does happen, I'll be like, okay, what's next? So that's what I like to do. I always like to build in my head this will happen. So when
Right.
it does happen, you're already there. Because when you get stage fright, especially in the boxing game, that's the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah, and I think that's what happened with AJ with that
Yeah.
fight. I think it was just the moment. It was like,
It's English people though, sadly too. It's we always fight in the UK, fight in the UK, and then when the big, big, big fight comes, go to America. It's too much of a big thing. So that's the plan for me. I want to try and get a couple fights in America so we get used to it. And then before you know it, it's like second nature then.
what why you think it's so what's so odd to me, right? Is that like you said, Wembley, AJ did 100,000 people in Wembley, 90,000 people or whatever, and the sport of boxing over there is top 5.
Yeah.
Over here, it's not even top 10, and we don't have arenas that big
Mm.
that hold that. But the sport of boxing started in the UK. So why do you think it's so important that fighters cross the pond this way to fight in the States?
That's a very good question. I just think it's the lifestyle. It's the way you guys do turn up to the fights is different, if that makes sense. Like
Mhm.
the English fans, they only turn up to certain fights. So like the AJs or back in the day the Carl Frotches, people like that. But other fights, you don't really see the fans turn up. Where you turn up to put an American fight on, the place is packed all the time. I don't know if it's different if you're there, but for us, it just looks so different. And what's different with the American people as well, it's the mindset. The good thing about me is I got American coach, SugarHill, so we go up and down the country and spar.
Mhm.
and the mindset of the people is different to the UK people. So that's what I do like as well.
Do you think that it has a lot to do with the fact that the sport over there is so popular that it almost like you guys take it for granted opposed to over here?
Maybe so, maybe so. Because like you
Mhm.
said, I say our top sports are football, aka soccer,
Mhm.
rugby, and boxing. And like you said, everybody in UK is a boxer. You talk to at least 1 out of 3 people that are a boxer. So
Mhm.
maybe it does get taken for granted. Where, like you said, over your way, it's not probably the top 10 sports. So when a boxing event is there, it's
Mhm.
made. Yeah,
Right. It's almost like it's truly an event. You know what
that's
I
what
mean?
I like, and that's what I love
Yeah.
about it. It's an event. It's like the press conference is an event. The
Yeah.
weigh it's an event.
Right.
Whereas sometimes over here, man, you're weighing in front of like 10 people. It's
Right.
like, no, I mean it's not an
Yeah.
event.
See. Yeah. See here, definitely the weigh-in is like I've been to the 3 top weigh-ins I've been to was Floyd and Pacquiao,
Mm.
uh Canelo and Triple G 2, and Tank and Ryan. The
Oh, I
weigh-ins.
saw that one. That was like a
Yeah,
damn concert
yeah.
for real.
I mean, when Tank and Ryan weighed in, right? It was 115 degrees that day, and it was outside, right? There was people sitting on the roof. There was people sitting on the garage. There was people hanging out the windows, you know, for the weigh-in. And I'm like, man, those are. And I've been to a lot of big. Floyd's weigh-ins are big. Him and Canelo's weigh-ins was huge, but those 3 weigh-ins was
Yeah,
like just
next.
off the charts. Yeah, and I think it's like you said, we don't get it all the time. You guys have boxing. We'll go 4 months with no no boxing.
Yeah, well, us it's like
Yeah,
every other week there's a
right,
boxing show on, which is good. It's great for the fighters, but
right,
like I said, for the fans, they're like, I won't go to this one. I won't go to this one. Where you
right.
guys, like you said, you sometimes get a drought. So when one does come, everybody's turning out, and that's what I can't.
Mhm. Now, when you look at now, you fighting at light heavyweight.
Yeah.
Can Ben, because 168 is hot? Can Ben Whittaker go to 168?
Oh, yeah, I've been asked that. I could make it if I really needed to, but if you look at me in the real life, I'm 6'3". I've got a tall frame, and I just think 175 is starting to pop now. Benavidez has just moved up. Bivol's there, but Beterbiev's there. It's getting a hot division now, so
Mhm.
I want to be the man. I want to be the king there, so I'll stay here.
And when you look at those guys, right? Because you're young, so it's more like I look at it, and I always say there's generations, right? I look
Yeah,
at it through generation, through the lens of generations. So I feel like you in the generation with Benavidez
yeah,
and uh, Beterbiev and Bivol, especially Beterbiev, because he's like 39 years old,
yeah,
right? And he got this big fight coming up. So it looks like this because Benavidez got a fight coming up
mm,
with Oleksandr Goptic,
yeah,
right? And then he'll be the mandatory for that belt. So you guys are around the same weight age group, and so it's more likely there. But when you look at that division now, because you're 26, right? But you have
26.
7 fights. So how fast are you looking to fight for a title, and who would you be looking at?
Yeah, like you said, it's all about generations. So when you look at the
Mhm.
Beterbievs, they're 39. So I think maybe June 1st against Bivol, that might be his last fight.
Mhm.
And then even if you look at Bivol, he's not got that long left. He's mid 30s.
Right.
So I think really the next generation is the me, Benavidez is. Maybe is it David Morrell? I think he could
Yeah.
move up. So I think we'll be the faces. And I think me, MGM, Benavidez, that's got a good ring to it.
That would be huge, man.
That'd be
That
great.
would that would be I and before you came on, I literally just said that I think a super fight is going to be you and David Benavidez at that weight
A lot
class.
of people keep saying that, and it'll be a great fight. It'll be a
Mhm.
great fight. And that's what those type of fights is what you get in the sport for. So that's something I'd love. I wouldn't turn away from. The money would be there, the belts would be there. So why
Mhm.
not?
Now, when you look at the style of David Benavidez, David Morrell, do you study their style to pay attention and say, okay, I see what he's doing when we come around?
Of course, I'm a student of the game, so even if like the 168 or they're above me, I always watch because you never know. Down the line, you could end up fighting them. And not only that, it's good to take little parts, the habits, the good things, the bad things. But I kind of just study myself as well. I always try and improve myself. So when I do get there, I could be a completely different fighter. So that's what's scary about me. I adapt very quick.
Hmm. And now you said, like you said, you have an American trainer in Sugar Hill. How did that come about?
Oh, yes, that came about after the Olympics. So after the Olympics, I was doing a bit of a trial run with everybody because I'm real, not the finished article. I always want to get 1% better. So for me, I could have easily stayed at home with my local coach and just do what I do. But I thought I need to learn, I need to get better. So I did a couple of weeks with Bomac, a couple of weeks with Sugar, a couple of weeks with other coaches. And what I liked about Sugar is just apart from the boxing, he was like a dad as well. He
Hmm.
would wash your clothes, he would pick you up from the gym, he would cook for you and things like that in boxing is hard to come across. And then not only that, when it came to boxing, he was kind of a perfectionist. He'd make you throw like 30 jabs on the pad. If you got one wrong, we go back to number one. I was like, oh my days. But things like that, the
Hmm.
repetition is very good. And then not only that, it gave me the opportunity to go to New York, Miami, places like that to spar. And then when you're coming over as the British kid with the silver medal, you bait to these kids. They want to test you in the gym,
Hmm.
and I love that. Every day was like a fight. Um, you guys was talking the trash and stuff like. I loved it, and
Hmm.
mentally, not even having a pro debut, that was building up on my head. Like, okay, I can deal with this already.
Hmm.
When it comes to these bigger fights, it just goes like that. So it's what I needed, and it's helped me out.
Hmm. Yeah. So that's how was it training with Bomac? Because you mentioned there's some legends
Yeah.
in the game, man. How was it training with Bomac?
He was great, man. I'm good friends with people like Keyshawn. So I linked up with Keyshawn. I was in his training camp and being around those guys, it was great. The work ethic was great. It was in Colorado, so it's high altitude.
Hmm.
And I'd love to go back if I'm honest. I'm a person who still wants to learn, so even going again would be great. We're still in touch, but just for me, the gym was a bit too busy. Where Sugar, he only had Tyson Fury, so for me, I got a lot of one-to-one time.
Hmm.
Um, and for my time in that career, I needed that one-to-one time to get better.
Hmm.
Where just joining a group of about 20 boxers,
Hmm.
it wasn't what I needed right now. But you never know what can happen down the line.
Right. Yeah, I see. That's a huge thing right now. Don't know if you see what's going on with Errol Spence, Derrick James, and everything. He has a lot of high profile fighters now,
Yeah.
and people are saying that that's too much of a distraction. Do you feel like that's too much of a distraction when you have that many high profile fighters?
Yeah, I say yes and no, because for the no part, you can always learn. So being around these so-called hope high-profile fighters, maybe you could pick up a thing, watch them spar. Oh, he does this. Oh, he doesn't do this. Okay, let me add it to the notepad. But then again, an Errol Spence, he's at the top of his game. He obviously wants to learn. He obviously wants the one-to-one. And then if you've got about 5, 6 other people who want one-to-ones, you're never going to get that time. So maybe he's looking for someone who can give him that time again.
Hmm. Hmm. And speaking of the fans, before I forget, I wanted to say this: when Tyson Fury fought Deontay Wilder in the second fight here, man, I have never ever. I've witnessed it. Uh, I've never witnessed nothing like that.
Yeah.
The amount of British fans that came here in the states.
Oh yeah. If they get behind you, the roll
Yeah,
heavy. The roll.
yeah,
They did it for Ricky Hatton. They did
yeah,
it for him. They did it for Naz. So if
yeah.
you get the UK crowd right, man, they
Right.
come out like an army, man. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man. I'm telling you, when I never saw this. People were sleeping on the floor in the hotels,
That's
in
real,
the
man.
hotel
Public sport
lobbies.
is
I was
real.
like, this is wow, man. It the take and the Ricky Hatton Floyd fight, it was similar,
Mm,
but I guess because there wasn't so much social media like
exactly.
it is
If it was
today.
today, it would have been complete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like everybody wants to be there, be a part of it. And man, I'm talking the security was taking people out every day, waking people up off the floor. I'm like, this is wow, man. That atmosphere was so when you mix the two, my point of saying that was when you bring the two together, it just makes for an explosive atmosphere.
Oh yeah,
A
yeah. It
great
makes a
atmosphere.
great atmosphere, and
Yeah.
I think that, like you said, the big American nights with an English being American,
Mm-hmm.
nothing beats that, and nothing for me anyway. Nothing beats that because your guys come out hard, our guys come out hard, and the atmosphere is just something special. Do you know what I mean? So hopefully we can make that happen.
What comparisons do you get on a
Ooh.
daily basis?
My style, boxing wise.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's always Prince Nazim, and always Emmanuel Augustus, but I'm not trying to sound too big headed. I'm actually technically better than both of those guys. I'm just showing what I want to show right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know what's gonna pop. I know me doing something different is gonna get me these views, this popularity. But I'm excited to show when I'm really needed to show my technical side because that's what I'm actually known for is my technical side. And when people see that, I don't think they'll call me Naz no more. You know what I mean? Start calling me Tommy Hearns.
Oh,
You know what I mean? That's what it's
yeah.
about. So when I had to really show it,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see. So that's why I'm excited to show.
Do you think people? I'm glad you said that. Do you think people overlook your fundamentals and your technical skill set? Because I'm super glad you said that because that's a huge problem that people have with Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
He's every time if you ask somebody how's he gonna win the fight or knockout, like his ability to box and his ring IQ and his fundamentals gets completely overlooked and overshadowed by his power. Do you think that because how your style is, how is brash, how is showboating, quote unquote?
Yeah.
I don't think it's showboating if you could do it.
Exactly.
I'm I'm not one to believe in that. So, but the quote unquote showboating, do you think that overshadows the people from understanding your fundamentals and your ring IQ?
100%. That's why I'm called the surgeon, man, because I put in a clinic. But I always say you don't get Olympic medals from obviously not having skill.
Mm-hmm.
I know professional game and amateur game is different, but to still get that medal, I obviously wasn't messing around. Now I was very technical, but the people who really know me, they've seen me spar, like former, future, title contenders, all these type of people. When I box, it's scary. And that's the only annoying thing right now. Oh, he's messing around. He's not dedicated. Oh, when he steps up, he can't be doing this. It's like I keep saying, I'm only showing what I want to show right now. If this guy in front of me is allowing me to do it, I'm gonna do it because I know it's gonna get me some likes, some views, some follows. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
build my profile. But when the night comes and I'd hit you with that Duran combo, the little jab to the body, right hand over the top, you know what I'm talking about? That Tommy
Right.
Hearns combo.
Absolutely.
When I hit him with something sweet like that and just walk off,
Right.
they'll have to switch the script real quick.
Yeah, and see that's what immediately, and I'm supposed to be on the fence, right? But I tell people all the time, I'm in love with the sport of boxing. I'm in love with fighters second, right? But I'm human, so obviously I have favorite fighters,
Yeah.
and that's what the thing that drew me to you was not obviously it's my job to know the
Yeah.
boxing, but the thing that drew me as a fan to you is that I see past the showboating, right?
Yeah.
I see. All right, yeah. I see the fundamentals. I see the ring IQ. I see the skill set. I see the foot placement. I see all of those things,
Yeah.
and those are things that I see in Jerron Ennis. Why I refer to him as a phenom, and you have those
So
tactics.
yeah, sorry to cut you short. That's I say if me and my dad always say that we say if we speak about anybody today stylistically, I'm kind of like Ennis really
Mhm,
compared to a Nas, compared to a Emmanuel Augustus because Ennis does it very clever. He does his things, but he does
mhm,
it for a reason. A lot of people think I'm just doing it for no reason.
mhm.
You do it for a reason. You do it for a reaction. You do it for an opening, and the only other person I'd see do that today is Ennis.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that again it goes back to the familiarity, right?
Mhm.
When we see a fighter from the UK do it, he's person I've seen my med. But when we
Exactly.
see a fighter do it in the States, he's Roy Jones, right?
All
So
the time.
yeah, when
Like
you
you said, it's hard. It's hard that if that's what it's been seen, people are gonna revert back to that. But I say me, Ennis, with the new school.
Yeah, I see the comparisons 1,000%. And I was just explaining that to the crowd, to the people. Uh,
Mhm.
when you see this situation with David Benavidez and Canelo Alvarez,
Yeah.
I don't know how close attention you pay to that. Do you watch? Because again, a lot of fighters. I talked to a lot of fighters that don't even watch boxing, and it's shocking, right? But are you in tune with everything that goes on?
Yeah, I'm in tune, and I sadly think it's just all politics.
Mhm,
Canelo's getting to that point where does he really want someone to tarnish his legacy, or do you want to go for the big money fights? And I think that's what he's doing right now. Of course, it would be a big fight, but maybe it's too much of a big risk. But then
mhm,
when saying that, Canelo, if you look at his legacy, the fights after fights after fights, he's fought some big names. So maybe this back end of his career is thinking, you know what? I'm gonna collect my money, get the easier fights, and I'm gonna bounce. That's probably what he's feeling.
Yeah.
But you
So
can never speak for a man. You can never speak for a man. You don't know what he's thinking.
right. You know what the issue that the fans have is that he's clearly avoiding David Benavidez. Do you
Yeah.
feel that he's clearly avoiding David Benavidez?
Yeah, I think so because he's done some statements, like I'd never fight a Mexican fighter or something like that. And
Mhm.
then that obviously the next big Mexican fight, the big Mexican star is David Benavidez. Then he goes and fights Jamie. It's like what?
Right,
I mean, but business is business, as to say.
right. How would you see that fight if they did fight? How do you see it playing out?
Oh, it's a tough fight because Benavidez he just stands in the phone box, and I think Canelo's best skill is in the phone box. He's very good, nice and compact. He picks
Mm,
his gaps very well. So I don't know why Canelo would run away from a fight like that because the way to beat Canelo for me is use your feet. Mayweather did it beautifully. Lara nearly did it, but for me, he ran a bit too much. Um, Benavidez doesn't box like that. So if I was Canelo, I'd say, give me him. Do you know what I
mhm.
mean? But maybe he's slowing down now. Maybe he thinks Benavidez's output might be too much for him. But if I was a Canelo, I would say give me that fight because I don't have to look for him. He's going to be there all night.
Give me Ben Whitaker's top 5 pound for pound fighters and your top 5 favorite fighters
Oh, today.
today.
Oh, so my favorite fighters, I'll go with Shakur, um, Ennis, um, Tank. Who else? Oh, Bam Rodriguez and Ben Whitaker.
And Ben Whitaker. And who you think? Do you agree with the notion that Terence Crawford is pound for pound the best fighter in the world?
Oh, I think so. Maybe so.
Mhm,
After that performance with the Errol Spence performance, that was a beautiful performance because it was for me. It was a true 50-50. Um, and the way he just broke him down and got him out there in fashion. Hey, you can't really complain with that.
mhm,
A lot of people do keep saying Inoue, and for me, Inoue is very good boxer, very technical, can hit very hard. But there's something about me when you're that weight category, I can't really give you the pound for pound. You know what I mean? For me,
mhm.
where Crawford is at a very explosive weight, a very good weight as well. If you look at the legacy of that weight category, it's a great weight, and what he's done there, he's moved up, won all the belts. He's probably is the pound for pound.
Now you said Boots is one of your favorite fighters. How you see Boots and Crawford fight if they fought?
Oh, so that's a good one.
Do you see the similarities in their style? Their style?
I do actually.
Mhm,
Switch hitters, they can hit with both hands. Very technical. Um, Ennis is one of my favorites because of the style I like, but I just think Terence has got too much in the locker. What I do like with Terence, he can dog you if he needs to. He can box you if he needs to. Oh, southpaw's not working. Let me go orthodox. And what I like is his boxing brain's very good. He slows it down, then he'll pick it up. He won't throw a lot of punches, but he's in your face. And sometimes that presence can just make a man tired. and I'm edging a bit more towards Crawford.
Now, just for the people that may not be familiar with Ben Whitaker's style, does Ben Whitaker have the ability to switch from southpaw to orthodox?
I actually do. I actually do.
Mhm.
I do it a lot in sparring. I do it when I need to in clever ways. I'm not a person that just stays in the southpaw, but I do it cleverly. I don't want to give it all away, but I
Mhm.
do it in parts where they wouldn't even know I'm southpaw, if that makes sense.
Yeah, to create angles.
Yeah, little things like that.
Yeah, see,
you know them. You knew. I like that.
oh yeah, I'm on it. I know.
Yeah,
I
so
definitely know.
stuff like that. Like I said, I wouldn't stay there, but they'll get hit. I'm southpaw. They're like, "What the hell's going on?" And then I hit them
Right.
again in orthodox. They're like, "What the hell?"
Right.
I mean, so
What do you think about the heavyweight division? Because you got two mammoths right now that are both from the UK,
yeah.
and we have a resurgence. Like Anthony Joshua looks completely reborn to me,
Hmm.
and Tyson Fury, I believe, is the best heavyweight in the world.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about AJ's resurgence, and what do you think about Fury and Usyk?
Oh, okay. So let's go Fury and Usyk first. I think that's if anything, it's Fury's to lose because he's got everything in his locker to win. He's got the height, he's got the reach, he's got the weight, and it's no hidden agenda that he doesn't like body shots. So for me, my game plan would be lean on him, rough him up, hit him low. At the end of the day, it's a fight. Hit him low, make it dirty, and then go back to your boxing. That's the way to win. But Usyk is a very clever fighter, and he always just seems to find a way. But if I was a betting man, I'd go for Fury. And then AJ is one of those guys I've noticed. Sometimes his own head loses the fight, if that makes sense. Like there's sometimes where he's performed beautiful and he's just gone out there vicious. He's like, okay. And then a fight that he should do, he's been in his head. And he's like, what the hell was that? So Ben Davidson, he's found a way just to get that fire back. He's hurting people, he's hitting people, he's believing in himself. And when AJ looks like the way he is, he's a scary person to fight.
A couple more questions for you. I want to ask you what you think about Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight.
Uh, I just think though, have you seen the way he's moving? He's moving crazy, man.
Mhm.
I think Devin, man. That's one thing as well. I think Devin's actually underrated. He's not like the most flashiest. He's not like a knockout artist, but what he does is very clever. His small little feints, his
Mhm.
jab up and down, beautiful 1-2s. His boxing IQ is very clever, and I just think it will be a 12-round points decision of just a beat down. If I'm honest, I think he'll just jab him, make him look silly, and he'll cruise to a points victory because Ryan. Hey, did you see those videos of Ryan coming out and Derek James is like this? Oh man.
Hey,
That
you know,
killed me, man.
what's so hilarious about that? For like 2 days,
Mhm.
this is true story. For 2 days, I thought he truly slowed the video down.
Yes, I
I
was
didn't.
looking like, what the hell is going on?
I'm
But
like, I didn't.
Derek's reaction was
Yeah,
hilarious.
everybody was talking about it, right? And I'm
Yeah,
like, what's the big? I don't understand because he slowed the video down.
yeah, yeah.
And then to go back and realize it's not slowed down.
Uh,
He was doing that on purpose. And Derrick
yeah.
James was like,
He's either a genius and he's trying to. He's either a genius and he's doing this stuff just to act crazy. Then he's gonna come out on smoke, or Derek's just had enough, man. Because
yeah.
I saw another video where he's on the bag, he's looking at the camera, and then Derek just does this hand placement like this, and the picture just tells everything. He's just like, what the hell is going on? But that killed me, man. But at the
Hey,
end of the day, they're both fighting men, so good luck to them. Good luck to them. But if I had to bet again, I'm rooting for Devin.
now I got to ask you another one of your countrymen today, Conor Benn. He came out and
Okay.
he said that they could be in negotiations to fight Boots, and he wants to fight Boots next. What you think about that?
No comment. No. Hey, have you seen? Do you know Jose Mourinho is the football coach?
Yes.
He did a quote if I speak, I'm in trouble. So if I no comment.
All right,
Hey,
so
all I gotta say is you heard who was in my top 5.
right, all true, all true. Me personally, I love the fight though
It's a
because
great fight. I think the
yeah,
build will be very good. They're
yeah,
both young, both hungry.
right,
But no comment.
yeah, because the style I think kind of is just going to be eager to prove a point,
Yeah,
and it's the biggest mark. That would be the biggest marquee fight for Boots.
yeah, very true. That could be
Yeah,
the breakout fight for Boots because
yeah,
I don't know what it is. Like you said, me and Boots are kind of got the same style and stuff, but he just hasn't blown up like he should have.
yeah. But I always say this. He got unlike yourself, right?
Mhm.
Where is you we have yourself, we have David Morrell, we have David Benavidez.
Yeah,
David Benavidez is already proven, right? Then
yeah,
you got yourself, you got David Morrell, right?
yeah.
But we can clearly see you guys. And then
Mhm.
we have the old guard, right?
Yeah.
That's clearly exiting, right?
Mhm.
And Bivol, Beterbiev, and Govdik, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
In in his case, he got quickly stuck right in the middle where he came and started to blossom right in the mix of Sean Porter, Keith Thurman,
That's true.
that generation.
Yeah,
And he kind of got stuck in limbo because he's a generation behind them, but his talent is on their level.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's very good. I like that's
yeah,
true. Actually, that makes sense.
yeah. So what happens is it's like if we have a David Morrell with the Ben Whitaker, with the David Benavidez, with a but if it was just Ben Whitaker and then
Mm.
it was Beterbiev, Bivol, it's like you got stuck right
Yeah,
in that limbo spot and there's nothing else around you. And it's like your talent is on their level, but
yeah.
why are they going to fight you? It's
That's
pointless.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And
So
that's
yeah,
what happened with Boots.
that's a
It's like,
good move. And that's a very good move from them, the Connor fight, because it'll give him the exposure and the platform to show what it can do. So yeah,
mhm.
I like that fight. Hopefully it comes through.
Yeah, because in his era, it's kind of been himself and Virgil Ortiz.
Yeah,
But then
true.
we had the issues with Conor Ben getting suspended, and
Yeah,
Virgil Ortiz got sick and couldn't fight twice, and then we thought his career was over.
yeah,
So it's like he got stuck, and now it's like, okay, I want to fight Crawford, and Crawford's like, I'm still fighting Errol Spence, and Errol Spence is fighting Crawford, and then
yeah,
Keith Thurman's like, bro, I'm older than all y'all. I want to fight this fight, and then Sean Porter retires, and
yeah.
Danny
Two
Garcia
going
moves up. Yeah, it's like the pieces around him eluded him
on.
before he got a chance to
Yeah,
fully
that's true.
develop. Let me ask you this last question. It's your division. Artur Beterbiev, Dimitri Bivol,
Ooh.
June 1st. Who you got?
See, that's very good because, like I said, I watch these guys, study these guys, and for me, I was just thinking, Beterbiev is just a one-trick pony. You know, he walks in, takes a couple shots, bangs them out, but his last performance actually surprised me against Callum Smith. It was a very, very clever performance. He started so quick, it just made Callum think, "What the hell is going on?" And
Mhm,
it kind of the way he did it was like, "Listen, I'm gonna show you I'm the boss. You back the hell
mhm,
up." And then
mhm,
after that, he did little things like he got close, but he didn't throw. He made Callum actually throw first, and he met him. It was a beautiful performance. And going to Bivol now, Bivol very technical. He beat one of the faces of the sport, Canelo. But there's something about him in fights like the Lyndon Arthur fight where he could have easily got him out there. He goes just like through this weird phase where he just taps him, taps him. If that was
mhm,
Beterbiev, he would have steamrolled him in 2 rounds.
mhm,
But I just think with Bivol, he can fight and he can box, so maybe that will get him through. And he's the younger man, but it's a tough fight, man. I like the fight, and I'm excited to see it. If I had to flip a coin, I'd probably edge towards Bivol just because he can do a bit of both.
mhm. Yeah, and I say this with Bivol, right? To a degree, I feel like he fights like Tyson Fury. They fight to the now Tyson Fury makes it more exciting where he'll fight to the level of his competition.
Oh, you hit the yeah, man. You hit the
Yeah,
nail on the head. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. He, like if his opponent's there, they'll just take it this step, that small
Right.
step. Like I'm
Right.
better than you, but you might catch me a couple of times. We
Right.
might go stagnant. Where that's why I like with Beterbiev. He's
Right.
like, you're here, I'm here. I'm gonna show
Right.
you I'm here. He just comes out and he's on smoke. But
Right.
that's very true. I think Bivol, he will know Beterbiev's up here. So that will raise his game, and that will when we'll see the best of him. So that's why I'm edging towards more him.
Yeah, because when I watched him upstate when he fought Joe Smith,
Yeah,
and when I watched the fight, I'm like, bro, he clearly wins the fight, but it's like
yeah,
you can tell he could take it to another gear, and he just don't.
exactly. It's like you said, if there's a 1-2 there, a clean 1-2, he'll hit you with a jab and then just bounce away. So what you doing, man? It's
Right.
weird. It's weird. But then when he's with Canelo, he's hitting him with a 6-piece combo.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So maybe, like you said, he's like a Tyson. If the opponent's there, he stays there. But he maybe he'll raise his bar against someone like this.
Yeah, because you see when he fights Canelo Zordo, he looks like a world beater.
Exactly.
Right. And then he, like you said, he fights Lyndon Arthur and is like, he's just going through the motions.
Yeah, he's weird. He's weird. But maybe he's just that fighter. He's that fighter where if you ain't gonna do nothing, I ain't gonna make it hard.
Right.
And
it's like Fury when he fights Deontay Wilder, he fights Vladimir Klitschko, and it's like he don't look nowhere near the same guy that fought Otto Wallin. Like,
yeah, exactly. When he's Wallin, he was a damn 50-50 fight.
Yeah, it's like, bro, what are you doing? It's
and
like
even Ngannou.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, like you said, he fights Klitschko, and he looks like a whole world above him.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's just, and I think it's like they have this sense of boredom. It's like they know they're better, and it's just like it's like a cruise control thing. Like, it's so weird to me. It's so weird to me.
For real,
it's definitely weird. But I appreciate you, champ, man. Let you go eat your dinner.
Thank you for your time. Hey, where you from? New York.
New York.
Hey, actually, I'm coming out there Monday, man.
On Monday?
Yeah.
Man.
I'm just for a little business trip, but if I'm around and you're around, I'll hit you up and we'll link up, man.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, that'll be good, man. I'll let you know. Right. I'll get my dad to give you my details and we'll link up.
All right, say less. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right, bro.
Nice. All right. Hey, before you go, let the people know where they can follow you and about yourself.
Yeah, man. So face of the boxing soon come. I'm 7-0. I'm slowly getting myself up the rankings. Ben the Surgeon Whittaker, aka the Drunken Master. And you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, whatever you name it, as just Ben Whitaker. Appreciate the love.
Appreciate you.
Blood Sports.
Yes, sir.
Real boxing man. He knows his knowledge, and he's the best.
Appreciate you. Appreciate it. Yep, I'm gonna tap in with you. So yeah, Monday, and it's supposed to be warm here on Monday too.
Oh, that's a blessing. That's music to my ears.
Yep, let's make it happen.
All right, big man.
All right, champ.
Thank you.
All right. Salute, nephew, for surely showing in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, what you think about my Rolly versus Tank press conference video? If y'all haven't seen it, it's hilarious. Ben, I do parodies. You next, brother. All love. Salute, nephew, for surely showing, man. I appreciate you, nephew. Smash that like button, man. Let's get the likes all the way up. We're gonna bring in another special guest, and that's Ben Whittaker, man. Salute to Ben the Surgeon Whittaker. He got next, people. He got next. I'm telling y'all. Hey, he got next, man. He got next. We get ready to bring in another special guest, so don't disappear. We got another special guest on deck. I need y'all to smash the like button, drop a dollar in super chat, refresh the super chat. Let's work, people. Let's work. Getting ready to bring in Lionel Thompson, a.k.a. Lonnie B. We're going to bring in Lonnie B in the building, man. We gonna bring in Lonnie B. Hold on. Jacob C, what's good? 175. If you are not familiar with Ben Whittaker, Chactaw, Montana, 808, what's up? If you are not familiar with Ben Whittaker, please, people, I'm telling you, check him out. Do not be surprised. Don't let him shock you and be like, man, this dude came out of nowhere. No, he didn't come out of nowhere. I'm telling y'all, go check out Ben Whittaker. I'm telling y'all, y'all know I don't lie to you. I don't make up stories. If he wasn't good and he wasn't the goods, y'all know I would tell you that. I told y'all about Boots for years. Now y'all use Boots against me. I've been telling y'all about Boots for years. I'm telling you, go watch Ben Whittaker. If you have not watched Ben Whittaker, I'm telling you, bro's a beast, man. I'm telling you. I promise you. About to bring on. Yeah, we're gonna bring on Lionel Thompson, aka Lonnie B. We get ready to bring in Lonnie B. Yeah, so if you're not familiar with Ben Whittaker, I'm telling you, people, trust your boy Blue. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm telling you, he the goods, man. He the goods. Don't miss out. Don't be like, man, I didn't even know who that dude was. You do now. I'm telling you. You know now. Blessings to the queen. Barbara D. Blessings to the queen, Barbara D, in the super chat. Abandoned Boys, what's up, family? Comatose, what's good, family? Shabazz Buyami, what's up, family? Grand Region Thrag, what's good? Carlos Dixon, what's good? Blessings to the queen, Barbara D, in the super chat. Much love, queen. She said, great interview. I appreciate you, queen. You know that means a lot when you say that. Truly, truly does. Carlos Dixon, what's up? It truly does. When the queens say that. J-Man, what's up? Lawrence Brazier, what's good? And again, I appreciate the kings. Y'all know that. But when the queens say it was a great interview, I know I did a great job. TR, what's up, family? When the queens say, hey, that was a great job, I know I did a great job. So I appreciate the queens. I love you fellas, man. You know what I mean? But when the queens say great job, I appreciate it. Man, man, it's supposed to be warm on Monday. He come through, we're gonna kick it. We're gonna kick it. So wait for my brother Lionel Thompson, aka Lonnie B. Come through and kick it with your boy Blue. Smash that like button, people. Let's get the likes all the way up. Drop it down in super chat. Refresh the super chat, people. Let's work. A-Tiff gets trained by Paul Spotify's old trainer, right? A-Tiff Collins? Y'all having a whole conversation? A-Tiff Overton. A-Tiff Overton. Yeah, he's nice too. Yeah, he's nice. Robert Singleton, what's good? I think Ben Whittaker, no slight to him, but I think Ben Whittaker, he got the it factor, man. A-Tiff is solid for sure. I just think Ben Whitaker got that. Some fighters have that different, that it factor. You know what I'm saying? Andres Ortiz, what's up? Kenneth Neal, what's good? Atif is nice, no doubt. And but I think Ben Whitaker just got that. He got an it factor. When you got that it factor, man, it's different, man. And Atif is they about the same height, and he is southpaw. Alonzi Akachi, what's good, family? Salute to Nigeria. Shouts out to Nigeria, man. Atif is solid for sure. H Dub, my brother in the super chat. He said, refresh for you. Salute to my brother, H Dub. He's going to be a very happy man in the next 24 to 48 hours. Wendell Thomas, what's good? Anthony Ford, what's up, family? Don't spend it all in one place, H Dub. They both have star quality. I just think that Ben Whitaker has a difference maker. You know what I'm saying? You know, to give you an idea of what I'm talking about, you see how you had Bernard Hopkins, then you had Roy Jones. You know what I'm saying? You had Bernard Hopkins, then you have Roy Jones, right? Roy Jones just had a different type of it factor. Like you got Conor Benn and you got Jaron Ennis. You know what I'm saying? It's that it factor. You know what I mean? Like when you have that special it factor, it's just different. And I think Ben Whitaker has that it factor. That's gonna be the difference. You have some fighters that are consistent. Big Snoop 7, what's up, family? And he's definitely consistent. He's definitely a problem, but I just think that he has the it factor. Exactly. Robert Singleton overstood slick entertaining angles. Yeah, you could, when you just have it's hard to explain. I gotta break it down and when you can just make more adjustments, when you have the ability to make, when you have the athletic ability along with the fundamentals, along with the just the God-given talent. Gerard Too Easy, what's good? When those types of fighters are committed to the sport of boxing, you have to be a very special talent to beat them, because they can beat you off of talent alone. Does that make sense? Like when you have those types of, when you have gifts like Ben Whitaker, Jaron Ennis, Roy Jones, when you have, they have Monjay Johnson, what's good? They have this, for instance, Manny Pacquiao, right? When you look at Manny Pacquiao, he has something you can't teach what Manny Pacquiao could do, but you can teach him fundamentals, if that makes sense. Fundamentals can be taught, but that it factor, like Manny Pacquiao, like Pernell Whitaker defense, like you could teach fighters to be defensive minded and be defensively responsible, right? But how do you just, like Pernell Whitaker could literally nearly sit on a canvas, literally, and make you like, bro, how did you teach your body to do that? Like, you can't. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could teach a fighter to slip, dodge, catch, but some things is just God given. You can't teach it, man. Hold on one second, y'all. So there's some things you just can't teach. You know what I'm saying? And when you have skill sets that things that that are X factors that can't be taught, that makes you pretty much. They you know how they do it? They end up beating themselves. Does that make sense? They end up beating themselves. It's almost impossible to beat them. They come to the point where they beat themselves. Be the menace. Oh, I know it's a special day. I got the vanilla and the chocolate all in one day, in one chat. How Ice Cube said, today is a good day. I got the vanilla drop, 50% of the queens of the ring. Boxiana the menace. The queen is in the building. Peace and blessings, queen. So yeah, it's like nobody would have beat Roy Jones if it's just Roy Jones beat himself. Beat himself. Like, to give you an example, like I was saying, you can't teach what Manny Pacquiao does. You can teach Manny Pacquiao to be fundamental, but if he starts to ad lib and just like that, the double foot movement, you can't teach that. Can't teach that. You know what I'm saying? So that was the difference with Manny Pacquiao, Marquez, Morales, Barrera. That was the difference. That was the difference between Pacquiao and those fighters. Roy Jones is the greatest athlete I ever saw in the sport of boxing. Just ridiculous. Anything else is just going to be compared to Roy Jones. Like, there'll never be another fighter that's more athletic than Roy Jones. Like, it's just not even possible. It's not even possible. Like, Roy Jones was ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous. Foot speed, hand speed, power, size. The complete total package, ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I don't know what happened. They scrapped it. Scrapped it. Trying to see. I don't think the email must have done. Let me see. Let me see. Maybe I'm sending it wrong. Hold up. Maybe I'm sending it wrong. L. Hey, L Dub said that. L Dub said that Roy Jones that had the shag was something different. All facts. All facts. Oh, there you go. You know what I did? Chip?
What?
I put it in all caps. That's why I wasn't coming through.
Oh, I'm like,
Yeah, I had to change it.
Through.
Yeah, I had to change it because I'm like, why is it not going through? But I put it in all caps.
Yeah.
So when I put it in all caps, it was going to like a voicemail or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Oh, did it pass? Oh, here it go right here. I got it.
Yeah. What's shaking? What's shaking? We got
I'm
Lionel
good, man.
Thompson, aka Lonnie B, in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What's up with you, champ? How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Just got finished training, staying sharp, you know what I'm saying? So the opportunity come, I can, shock the world.
All facts, all facts. And you a trainer. So you train in and trainer.
Yeah. Right. I got a couple of people I'll be working with, you know what I'm saying? So, we getting up there.
I see you working with Teofimo too.
Yeah, yup. Tio, yeah, he I work with him here and there with the mitts and all that, and give him some advice, That's a brother. That's a brother. You know what I'm saying? We help each other.
How does that work with you with being a trainer? What's the difference being a trainer and training?
Well, the difference is the adrenaline rush because I'm so used to fighting.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So actually, it's actually fun for me because I can give people a piece. I'm like, anybody who ever been around me know I got one of the highest boxing IQs in the game. Mm-hmm. So when I'm able to give my thoughts and what I see and like to see the fighters receive it and actually do it and it works, it's like that's just as fulfilling as me fighting and crushing somebody. So you know what I'm saying? So it let me know I still got it. My brain is still sharp. So when it's time for me to show out, I'm still I'm still right where I left off.
And I always look at this, right? Just from a fan's point of view. Lonnie B knows how to box.
Yeah.
So when you training, you passing on knowledge.
Right.
But then when you being trained, you absorbing the knowledge. How does that work? Like, how do you separate and be like, well, I already know this? And because I watch you when you're training, and then I watch you when you're training somebody, and and that always intrigues me to understand how does Lonnie B say, all right, because when I see you training for your fights and somebody's teaching you, you engage, you listening.
Right.
How do you separate the two with being like, I already know this?
Well, I really believe in you're never too old to learn. You know what I'm saying? I feel like fighters who stay on top is fighters who humble, and you can take something from everybody. So how I decipher the two is stuff that I like, I take it, and stuff that could possibly work, I keep it in my memory notes. Like, okay, well that haven't worked for me yet, but I'll keep it back there just in case I get into a fight, and what you telling me works for this particular person, because every fight is different. Every fight is different. Like even though I've been boxing for 21 years, I'm still learning. This stuff I'm learning how to do. Like that I was trying to do when I was a kid and I couldn't do that. I'm learning that I do with ease now. So I'm always looking to get better. You know what I'm saying? No matter how old I get, I'm always looking to gain knowledge from the game because you can never stop learning. I believe you can never stop learning. And when I'm training guys, I'm just giving them the knowledge that I already got, the basics, keeping your hands up, training their mind. Because a lot of fighters don't really, a lot of the public don't know what fighters go through mentally getting ready for a fight. So my training tactics is train my fighters' mind first to get ready for all the hearsay and the negative talk that people are going to throw at you and the insults. I teach them how to deal with that, like more beginner stages, and then the fighting, tunnel vision. I tell them, you the only one in the ring fighting. None of the people that's talking about you going to be fighting. It's going to be you. And go out there and prove them wrong. So I train my guys more mentally. And when I'm getting ready for a fight, I've been doing this for 21 years, so I'm mentally tough. But like I said, I'm always looking to take stuff to add to my arsenal. Like, I'm gonna take that. The stuff that I like, and the stuff I don't, I just say, that don't work for me.
Yeah, it's so we always hear this. Boxing is, in your opinion, what is it? 80% mental, 20% physical?
Absolutely. I totally agree with that because it starts in your mind. Like, you got to see yourself winning. You got to see yourself being the best. Even if you take a Floyd Mayweather or a Sugar Ray Leonard or a Hagler, it all started up here first. So what you ultimately think, you'll ultimately become.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I believe if you tell yourself, I'm a champion, no matter what, I'm a champion. I believe eventually you'll become that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely agree with that. 80% mental, 10% physical. You got to of course, you got to put the work in, but you got to believe before you do anything.
What if you had to describe it to the fans? What is it like to be in the ring? What's the hardest thing to overcome when you're in the ring?
Uh-huh. The hardest thing to overcome? The hardest thing to overcome in the ring? I would have to say the dealing with the oohs and the ahs when you get hit with a good shot. Ooh, and just focusing on the game plan. Like, sometimes if you look at fights, you know, if you look at I say the Zab Judah and Mayweather fight. The first couple rounds wasn't going Floyd way, but he was tough enough and focused enough to stick to the game plan and not focus on the crowd, not focus on, oh, that round didn't go my way. That round didn't go my way. That even with the Shane fight when he got rocked, he stick to the game plan, and that's the toughest thing to do in the actual fight when it's game time is stick to the game plan.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I would say that's the focus. All the cameras in your face. You know, everybody around the ring is crowded, it's hot. You know, you got somebody trying to take your head off. So to block all that out and focus on the game plan is the most challenging thing in boxing.
Yeah, because many people, obviously a lot of fans never box. They never put on a pair of gloves, right?
Right.
And they don't know what that feels like, man. It's the hardest thing in the world, in my opinion, to do, man. It's like you said, it's so mental.
Right.
But then if your mental and your physical not on the same page,
it could be night, and that's why I kind of get frustrated when guys call. Now, a fighter can call a fighter a bum because they fight, but for a casual fan or a media guy to call a guy a bum is crazy to me. Like do you and all the stuff that go on behind the scenes with boxing. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't see the stuff that go on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? It's very political. You know what I'm saying? So it's like respect the man for getting in there and trying to feed his family or trying to chase his dream. It takes courage to even chase your dreams. Most people you run into in life ain't doing what they wanted to do. They doing what life made them do, and it's a big difference. So I respect anybody who take on the adversity, take on the challenge, and say, you know what, despite dare say, I'm gonna chase my dreams no matter what happens.
Yeah, because I always say that I've trained in boxing, but I chose football, and I work as a media member in boxing, and I always say this: you never gonna hear me say a fighter is a bum because, first of all, people don't even want to have a fist fight in the street, let alone choose that as a profession.
The first thing is go pick up a gun or a knife.
Exactly, and people don't realize this: how long. An average street fight probably gonna last 30 seconds.
Right.
And it feel like it lasts 2 hours.
Right.
But to choose the boxing and be in there for 3 minutes.
Actually, you get to that level at 36 minutes.
36 minutes is, and I tell people, just without somebody hitting you back, just go hit the heavy bag for a round. Just one round.
It's funny you say that, right? Because like some of my clients I train, they're like, "Oh, this is easy," and I'm like, "Well, I'll make a bet with you. If you can get through one round, I'll give you a discount."
Right.
If you can make it through one round without stopping or getting tired, I take 90% off what you're paying me.
Right.
Okay, bet. The first 40 seconds, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I'm like, yeah, it's a lot harder than it look, huh?
Right. It look easy.
Right.
It's definitely not. And I tell people the one thing I learned, the biggest thing I learned right out the gate when I was training was not realizing that your gloves fill up with water when you start sweating and they get heavy.
Right.
Bro.
And then under them lights with your shirt off, it get hot.
People do not understand what that entails. And I tell people, bro, you can say what you want. I'm never gonna, from my standpoint, you got to experience getting punched. You got to experience just trying to keep holding your hands up.
Hands up, right?
Yeah, like it's easy. And I find myself doing it from a fan standpoint when I'm calling a fight. I'll be like, put your hands up, put your hands up.
No, but you're telling them
It seems so simple, but you forget just how tired that, bro. It's hard to keep your hands up.
And think about spraying your legs and keeping your legs in a certain position,
right?
So you can strike. So you can strike with power. And you got to turn your hips and make sure your steps are straight. So your legs got to be just as strong.
Right, and you got to be able to take a punch, keep a poker face.
Right.
It's not easy, man.
Right.
Not easy.
Right. Thank you for clearing that up, man. Because most people have no idea.
They don't, and I tell people all the time when they come and they'll say, "Man, this dude fought bums." I'm like, "Excuse me?"
Right. Like,
bro,
how many professional fights you had?
Right. And then another thing is the littlest I've seen, and I tell people this all the time. Patrick Day was somebody I knew from 7 years old.
Absolutely, man. That was heartbreaking.
And when you watch that, right, he fell wrong.
Yeah.
But then you see dudes just getting absolutely obliterated with punches and walk out the ring like nothing happened. So you just never know what punch can change your life forever.
And you know, it's crazy. I'm glad you brought that up because that's why my advice I give the fighters is get paid. Like thank to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ that the kind of fights I've been in, that I still can talk, I still can walk, I still can move like I'm 20, even though I'm 38 years old, and all the glory go to Him. But if I could do my career over, I would treat it more like a business instead of being so much of a fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because what the promoters say is, these fighters don't want to fight, they just want to get paid. And then you have a real fighter, you say, okay, cool, I want to get paid, but I'll do it. I'll fight I'll show you what I'm worth.
Right.
And then you do that, and then when it's time to get to the big fights, when you make the big money, they say, oh, well, you took this fight for that much money. So why? But I'm giving you $10,000 more. So it's all a system to keep you at the bottom, no matter how good you is. So I would, if I could do my career over, I would treat it more like a business. You know, the type of money I've been paid for these fights has just been extremely insulting. And I'm like, well, there's no honor in boxing. I'm like, well, they gonna pay me. All right, I win this one. They say you win this one, next one you're gonna make some money. Then they sit you on the show for a year. They give you another tough fight for $1,000 more. Oh, you win this one, and they keep doing it. They keep pushing the same narrative, and then they say, oh, you're not marketable. Well, that means you suck as a promoter because it's your job to market me. It's my job to fight.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at every successful boxer, they have a team. Floyd Mayweather, David Benavidez, Earl Spence, Crawford. If you look at the most successful, they have a team. They don't do it all themselves. They have somebody who promote them, who do marketing. They do the fighting. You have a manager who manage them right so they can look like superstars, and they do the fighting. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the fighters who don't have that big a fight, and they try to make them opponents. And then when they don't, they just wait them out and wait them out and wait them out and wait them out. So then like with the Patrick Day thing, I would love to see how much money Patrick Day got for that fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would ask, was that worth his life?
Right.
Whoever card he was on, whoever he fought, whatever his manager, I would ask him, so you thought that was worth his life?
Right.
Did you maximize his earning potential? I don't know the situation, but I'm pretty sure, I'm 100% sure that they did.
Right.
Like, and they just brushed it under the rug. Like, we ain't heard nothing about it.
Right.
That should live on forever for fighters. Like, yo, get paid. Get paid. Because one punch can end your life.
Mm-hmm.
So when my advice to fighters is, when they tell you it's about the opportunity, tell them bullshit. It's about the money. It's about, God forbid something happened to me, at least I can leave something for my kids. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? At least I got a legacy behind, not just he was a good fighter, but some money. Let's keep it real. It's about getting paid. It's about money. Floyd said all the time, the money man.
Mm-hmm. So
my advice to fighters is get paid. But don't fight tough fights unless you have to. And when you fight them, make sure they bring the bank.
And that's another thing, right? The business of the sport of boxing has now, because of social media and the access, it has now convinced the fans to be fans of promoters, fans of networks, and they can now convince you, oh, this fighter don't sell because this ticket. But as I tell people, as a fan, as a media member, I get sources that tell me certain things,
Right.
but I don't see the actual numbers.
Right. And that's another thing too. Like I was just talking to somebody, like these fighters that so-called A-sides, you really think they selling tickets like the promoter saying they is? I mean, let's keep it real. I've been to some of these shows, and some of these shows, they give tickets away to make the venue look big.
Mm-hmm.
So they pick who they want to pay. They pick who they want to make the star, and they try to make them a ticket seller.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fighters that they don't want to do that for, they say, oh, you don't sell tickets. You're not a ticket seller. Well, I'm not a promoter. I didn't get this to be a promoter. I got this to be a fighter. If I'm fighting on your event and you don't sell tickets, then you suck as a promoter.
Mm-hmm.
If your event don't do good, that's because you suck as a promoter, period.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with the fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People, when last time you seen a fight and was like, oh, I wonder how they say age and all that bull crap. You say, oh, I wonder how old is that guy? You just want to see a good fight.
Mm-hmm.
You just want to see a good fight. Promoters need to, because now what they do is, and that's how we got like Jake Paul's, who's famous off of boxing. And it's an insult. It's like a spit in the face to real fighters because he got a whole bunch of followers and promoters don't want to pay the marketing dollars. They just say, okay, you want to box? Cool. We'll protect you and give you all this money because you got all these followers. And it stops me from being a promoter, but I get to get a big check. So it's like, you get what I'm saying? It's like I ain't got to put nothing in to get something back.
Right.
But real boxers, they want us to put everything in and get this much back.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. And that's not business.
Right. And I say this all the time. They create a narrative, and now the fans have bought into it. Now the fans are concerned with how much Lonnie B got paid for it, how many tickets Lonnie B sold. Now the fans are talking about Lonnie B shouldn't be fighting, Dimitri Bivol or Canelo because he don't sell tickets. And again, and I say this: if two people started fist fighting in the street, a crowd will form around them.
Right. And you don't even know the two guys.
And you don't even know the two guys.
If you post it on social media, they'll stop and watch it.
Right. And it's going to go viral.
Right.
So it has to come down to, and I try to push this, why do we care about what it has become? People complain, I don't support this network. I don't support this promotional company. What are you talking about? You should only be concerned with the two fighters in the ring. That's it. That's all. I don't care what network they fight on. I don't care what color the ring is. I don't care who's promoting it. How have we gotten to this point? In your opinion, how did we get to this point? Because
now boxing is, I think promoters don't want to do their job. Because they know that to promote, they're gonna have to put some money up. That's common sense. If you promote something, you got to pay to get it out there. I think they don't want to do that, and I think it's like boxing became more like a friendly sport. What I mean by that is like a friend of a friend. Son, I'm gonna make him a champion because his father is my friend. Mm-hmm. Boxing has become a rich man's sport now. It's not a poor man's sport no more. That's why we'll never see another Hagler, Hearns. You know what I'm saying? What other legendary fights we had? Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns. Where like we never see those kind of fights. Hagler against Mugabe. We'll never see them kind of fights again because that's when you had guys that really, it was about boxing, it was about greatness, it was about being the best. Mm-hmm. And we black fighters built that sport. Black fighters did that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think we never see that again because the way we don't have like real, my personal opinion, I don't think we have like real promoters who love the sport. It's about money now. Mm-hmm. It's about money now. My thing is this: if you put on a good fight, you'll make money. That's why I say it's a friendly sport now. It's about who they like. It's not about who can fight. It's about who they like. Mm-hmm. There's a couple guys that I don't think it's ever been world champion or that even should be in the top 10. You know what I'm saying? Now it's about how much jewelry you wear, how tight your pants is, how stupid your sneakers look. That's what it's about now. They say, oh, he's a good fighter because he got a whole bunch of jewelry on. And he hang with rappers, so he's a good fighter. Mm-hmm. And that's just insane to me. And then they duck certain fighters and say, then they duck certain fighters and blow the guy up like he's just this monster.
Mm-hmm.
So
I was upset. What's your thoughts on this? Because all last week I was talking about, I said, man, I have nothing. And people, and another thing is when we critique a fighter in a situation, it's considered hate. Everything's considered hate now.
Right. You can't have an opinion now. You're a hater.
Yeah, you're a hater. So I said, in what world does Errol Spence get to leapfrog Terence Crawford and fight for the belt when Terence Crawford just beat Errol Spence for the belt? And they're saying, well, it's a family and it's a business and we keep it in house. That to me is ruining the sport. You have a fighter that just dominated this fighter. He petitioned for, he was going to give you the rematch. You didn't take the rematch. And now he goes to fight this fight. Now you're going to politically jump over him and fight for the belt. Like, in what world? What's your thoughts about that? Because you're a fighter in the sport and dealing with the business.
Hey, it's funny you just said that because I just did an interview about this like last week, Thursday.
Wow.
I think it's insane. I think it's disrespectful. Crawford is the baddest man on the planet. I don't care what nobody say. Like, undisputed in several different weight classes. And it's like, it's just disrespectful. So that proved my point. It's about who they like.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they butt hurt that Crawford destroyed they golden child. And get over it. It's boxing. Get over it. It happened. You know what I'm saying? I think that right there was messing up the sport. Like, even when I thought I beat Uzcategui, if you've seen, David Benavidez was about to fight Uzcategui, and people was like, how David Uzcategui get to fight David when Lonnie B just beat him? How he ain't fighting the winner?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it's a friendly sport. It's about who they like. It's about who they like. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's messing up the sport. We got Jadakiss said the best. The only thing worse than a coward is a coward with power.
Mm-hmm.
And that's most of the guys, and not all, but most of the powers to be are really cowards. And you can tell by how they run their business.
Mm-hmm.
They got emotions. They got emotions like a girl would. That's something a girl would do.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him. So I'm gonna let you skip him. That's what girls do. Men don't do that.
Right. And it's funny you said that because that's the reason why I asked you, because you've been in that situation.
Right.
That's why I wanted to ask you that, because you personally been in that situation, in that scenario.
Right. And it's like in boxing, right? Whenever you because most fighters are stupid. I'm just gonna keep it. Most fighters are scared. Like most fighters are scared and most fighters are scared and like scared to speak up for themselves. So when you speak up for yourself, the promoter look at you like, how dare you? Like, and I'm not saying they said this out their mouth, but how they act. How dare you want me to treat you like you a human being? How dare you? Like when you say, yo, nah, let's do this, let's do that, let's do this. Because you in the ring fighting, not the promoter. I'm in the ring fighting. Mm-hmm. So when you try to negotiate a deal, they look at you like, oh my God, you're saying something to me? How dare you say something to me, you peasant? Like, like and then when you speak up for yourself, they try to backball you when you speak up for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And when you just say, look, man, I'm just trying to negotiate the best deal for myself. It's a business, right? They pick and choose when they want it to be a business.
Mm-hmm.
They pick and choose. I hear them say, oh, that don't make no sense to do that. That don't make no sense to do that. But the fighter that's not the most popular, when he say, well, listen, let's do this because that don't make sense. Oh, blackball him. He don't want to fight. He's difficult to work with.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's messed up, man.
Yeah, and I say this, you shouldn't, because I get a lot of people that say, well, it's Terence Crawford fault. Terence Crawford need to sign with the PBC, or Terence Crawford need to sign with this company. And I'm like, well, why can't he be a network promotional free agent and still make the big fights when he's the pound for pound best fighter in the world? I mean, that was the whole thing, the talking point with Floyd Mayweather.
And mind you, he earned it. They didn't give it to him. He earned it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I love Crawford. He went out there and beat everybody they put in front of him. They threw Errol Spence at him, and everybody had Errol Spence beating him. And that was that was part two of Mayweather Gotti. Not only did he beat him, he put him in the dirt, destroyed him. And I like Spence. But the disrespect for Crawford leading up to that fight all these years, And Crawford did it like a G. He said, you know what? You're going to pay for that. On fight night, you're going to pay for that. And sure enough, Errol Spence did. And that's why I salute to him, man. He got my respect, man. That's a real fighter. That's a real fighter. And not saying Spence ain't, but Crawford is the real deal.
Now, stylistically, because obviously Errol Spence, he came out, he said that he had the eye injury and his rib was broke.
Yeah, excuses. Listen, then don't fight. Don't fight. When it's all said and done, the money that you getting paid, you got to show up. It's not like fighting big tough fighters for $30,000, $40,000. He's getting paid millions. Didn't he say, I retire, I'm good, I retire? He made the post on Twitter saying he retired his mother and father. He's set for life. He got 40 acres of land and all that. Didn't he say that? And then what would he get, $40 million for Crawford? Something like that?
It came out to reportedly like 27.5.
$27.5 million. I ain't trying to hear no excuse. Zero excuse on my rib, my eye. Ain't nobody trying to hear that. You getting paid $27 million, you go out there and you make it happen. Because you want to know why? Because it's fighters who would die to be in that position. It's fighters who be in the same kind of fights and don't get paid 5% of that. And then when they say something, he making excuses. So Errol Spence ain't no difference. He lost the fight, point blank, period.
If they was to rematch at 154, do you think it would be different?
No. Nope. Spence is a one-trick pony. Crawford got too many weapons in that arsenal. I don't think it. And Crawford is a lot stronger than what people think. Look how he's pushing Spence around. But they said Spence was stronger. Look how he's manhandling, pushing him around. You know what I'm saying? Look how he's pushing him around and all that.
What you think about? What's your thoughts on Jerron Boots Ennis and the fight between Boots and Terence Crawford?
Ennis is a beast. I ain't gonna front. He a beast. Crawford a beast too. I would love to see a fight. It's a good fight. And I would just love to see it. Like, it's a toss up for me. A fan of both guys, and I would just love to see it. I would love to see it. That'd be a classic. That'd be a classic.
Now Lonnie B been in the ring. You told me before that you've been in the ring with Artur Beterbiev.
Oh yeah.
How was being in there with Artur Beterbiev, and how you see that fight with him and before June 1st?
Okay, being in there with him was like hell on earth, literally. Like hell on earth. Like, he's one of the most vicious human beings I ever came across since I've been alive. And I've been in some tough fights. Kovalev, Edwin Rodriguez, Collegiate Hot Rod. Those guys are very good, strong fighters. But Artur is something different, man. Like, put it like this. When you get hit, your whole life flashes in front of your eyes. Like, yo, do I really want to do this?
Wow.
Like I can die today. He messed around and hit me the wrong way, it could be over.
Wow.
And my stupid ass kept going back to spar with him for 5 years straight. And after the last camp, I said, yo, man, that's it. I can't take that. I'm done. He got it. I can't beat the man. Can't. You know what I'm saying? I think he crushes Bivol. I think he crushes him. Look what he just did. I mean, look at his resume. He's knocking out big guys that don't get knocked out. Joe Smith, never been knocked out. Marcus Brown, he never been stopped. Who else? Callum Smith, never been stopped. The one that David Benavidez about to fight, Volsnick, put Adonis Stevenson in the hospital, and then karma came right back around to him and Artur put him in the hospital. I mean, these is killers. Look at his resume. Callum Johnson, big puncher, big guy, undefeated. Dropped him, and then he got up and literally knocked him out. It was like somebody took a knife and cut his knees out. You know what I'm saying? Look at the man's resume. I mean, oh my God, it just don't get no better. Like, if you look at Bivol's resume, I mean, who has he fought really that? You know what I'm saying? Like, him and Joe Smith was a good fight. You know, you saw Artur knocked him out in 2 rounds. And he was giving Bivol trouble with that pressure. And he ain't nowhere near as strong as Artur. I think Artur knocks Bivol out in about 6-7 rounds.
So what's outside of his power? What else does he do great?
He boxes. He's an extremely great boxer. Like people don't give us like why the power is so evident because his boxing skills are so superb. Like he don't have like the flashy style that Americans got, like a Floyd Mayweather or Pernell Whittaker, flashy. But he does everything right, perfect as far as keeping distance, knowing his range on his punches, placing his punches where he ain't gotta like. That's why he don't load. You never see him load up. It just looked like he punching regular because he got perfect placement on his punches. He know where your head gonna be. He know how to set you up to put your hair where you want it to be. He do a lot of stuff that you really gotta know boxing to be able to tell what he doing. But if you're just a casual fan, just look at he just strong. But somebody who's been there with him, he keep his distance real good. People say he don't got good defense, but he do. That the little head feints he do, and then that listen. Look how he was out jabbing Callum Smith. And Callum Smith had a longer reach to him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, extremely longer reach.
And he was out. I'm talking landing clean, blow, and Callum Smith couldn't hit him with his jab. Periodically he did, but Artur hit him with whop, 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 and he's a smaller man. That tell you right there. Now, it got to be something about this kid. It's something about this kid that's different.
Do you think because he is 39? Do you think age is going to catch up to him?
Nah, I don't think so. Because they say even Callum Smith said, "Oh, I watch people who put him over, and maybe his age going to get to him." And he got knocked out. Never been knocked out. Canelo didn't even knock him out. He got knocked out in the 7th round.
Mm-hmm.
Was getting outboxed. It was getting outboxed. And even Eddie Hearn said it don't look. He ain't slowing down. You'll think because of his age. Nah, don't. Nope. If you go in there thinking that, you in for a rude awakening.
What you thinking about the situation with Canelo and David Benavidez?
I think Canelo's doing the right thing. I think Canelo's doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? Listen, David is a cruiserweight that fight at 68. Period. Like they calling him a monster because he's beating. He has the physical advantage over everybody he fights. He should win. That's what I mean. That's why I say boxing over here is the fans don't know nothing. David's what 6'2", fighting guys 5'4". Mm-hmm. They call him a monster because he knocked out David Lemieux, who was world champion at 154 20 years ago, literally. Mm-hmm. Coming off of a loss to Billy Joe Saunders. You serious? He's a monster. You serious? Like, come on, like, stop. But I think David finally got my respect. He moved up in weight. Now he's fighting somebody his size. And he win this fight. He ain't gonna hear no complaints from me. I'm gonna say, yo, he's a real fighter. He's for real. He's for real. He got my respect by fighting Alexander Volznik, who only losses to Artur.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So you know what I mean? So if David walked through him like he walked through everybody else, I say David, he's hat off to him.
What chances do you give him if he walked through Alexander Gavdik? How you see him against the winner? Because he'll be the mandatory to win for the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev.
He gets knocked out pretty quick. He fight Artur, he going to sleep. Period. I spar with David. He don't stand a chance. Tell you the truth, I could be wrong. I don't even think he's gonna win this one. I think Alexander Volznik gonna beat him. If Alexander Volznik hit him with the shots he had Artur with, he's gonna knock David out. Mind you, David been dropped by Ronald Graville, who's not a big puncher at all.
Mm-hmm. So
they can say whatever they want. They can say, he was young. So what, huh?
How was that sparring with you and David?
Light work. It wasn't nothing. It was what I expected. He's just big. That's it. Overwhelms you. If you don't get tired, you beat David easy. Mm-hmm. Go to his body, use feints. You got to know when to fight him. You know what I'm saying? You got to use a lot of feints to make him miss. The thing is, it's kind of hard to put punishment on him because he's so tall and he's so big. He hides all his head behind his elbows and all that. So that's why you just go to his body, use your legs a little bit, but don't run. Use your legs, and when he open up with him, take a half step back, keep going to it. It wasn't nothing. Wasn't nothing I couldn't handle. You know what I'm saying? That's how I wanted to fight him. I'm like, I don't care what nobody say. David was going to lose. I just wanted to get paid.
Mm-hmm. And what was? How was that? Why didn't you get the fight?
Because I asked to be treated like a human being. Listen, I told them, how is it I'm fighting two of the toughest super middleweights back to back and can't even buy a house? I got $39,000 to fight Uskateki on a 3-week notice. On a 3-week notice. This is a young former world champion who just lost his belt, mind you. He wasn't a former world champion 30 years ago. He was a former world champion not even 8 months ago, about 8 months ago. Number 1 in the world. I get the fight, and mind you, I was fighting at 75. I had to make 68 for the fight.
Mm-hmm.
So what they were trying to do was sink me down in weight, hoping I'd be weak, and hopefully. And if you listen to the commentary before the fight, they said they was like writing me off. Like after he won this, he's gonna fight Caleb again. He got crushed. Okay, so now I thought finally my career turned around for the better. My career turned around for the better because now I beat a world champion. Now they got it. Like even if I'm gonna be an opponent for the rest of my career, at least I'm gonna be a high paid opponent.
Mm-hmm.
And I know these guys at 68, I was gonna upset all these guys. I won't worry about none of these guys. None of them. They all spoon fed. Me, I really fought my way to the top. So I wasn't worried about none of these 68. So I'm like, I'll be the B side, but just pay me. Just pay me. Be fair. I ain't asking for $1 million, but pay me.
Mm-hmm.
For me to be fighting David and Uskateki back to back. And when it's all said and done, only clearing about 60,000 is insane.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. And then with no deal after it, like yo, I was like, I'll take the fight for 250, but guarantee me this, they ain't want to do nothing. It was like take it or leave it, and that's just crazy. I can't do that. I can't do that. That's why
$250,000 to fight David Benavidez.
Yeah, I was willing to take that, and I was like, listen, but give me a deal. Guarantee me 2 more fights for this much, and then another title shot. They didn't even want to do that. So I'm like, nah. And that's why I had these breakups in my career with inactivity, because I'll fight a guy. I'm like, after I win this fight, they're gonna do the right thing. They're gonna do the right thing. Then I win, they sit me on, you know what they do? Sit me on the bench for a year, 2 years. Then I'm in another tough fight. I win that one. Sit me on the bench for another year. So I'm like, I gotta make a change in order to fight more so people can see me. People ask me, how come you don't fight? Even after I beat Uskateki, how come you don't fight a lot? I'm like, you ask the promoters. Ask the promoters. Because I'm doing my job. I'm winning.
Right.
So ask them why I'm not fighting.
Right. Yeah, because after you beat Uskateki so convincingly,
right,
like that, I'm like, oh, okay. Now Lonnie B going, and then it was like it never materialized.
All right. And my thing is this: if you look at it, I beat him the easiest out of everybody. Caleb beat him, struggled. I beat him the easiest. My first fight at 68 at 34 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know the business of boxing. If I move down to a new weight class, why put me in there with a world champion my first fight there? If you really got my best interest at heart.
Right.
But me, I'm so gangster with it, I said, cool, because this is a blessing for me. I know what I can do. And I said, this is my last time taking short money for a fight, because after I win this, they got to pay me. But the thing is, they didn't think I was going to win. But now when I win, now when I do my part, now everybody's sitting there with their thumb in their ass like, oh, what now?
Mm-hmm.
And I just refused.
Why didn't you get the Caleb Plant fight? Because they was definitely talking about the rematch.
That's a good question. That's a real good question.
The business of the sport of boxing, boy, it strikes every single time.
Right. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like the fans. Only people who can change it if the fans start educating themselves. So the fans are the only one that can change it. If they start educating themselves and challenging these promoters, like, yo, nah, how come this fight ain't happening? Why did the fans gotta the promoter get to push whatever narrative they want because the fans don't really know boxing. So so the promoter get to push whatever narrative you want.
Mm-hmm.
So once the fans educate themselves, the fans is the only one that can change it.
And that's my mission every day.
Salute to you, brother, for real.
Peace and bless to the Queen Barbara D in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on us in the super chat. She said, when I hear conversations like this, I have newer respect for all fighters. Yeah, J Pity City, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on this in the super chat. He said, boxing is the loneliest sport in the world. This is why my respect for Bud is through the roof.
Facts.
Yeah, it's you guys just never get. And I try to tell everybody every day, and I'm like, man, the business of the sport of boxing is destroying the sport of boxing.
Right.
Like, you never hear all of this. Now we hear, you hear one person come out and they'll say, oh, this fight only sold this XYZ amount of tickets, but this person did this. Well, where's the proof that this fighter did this and this fighter did that?
Right.
You just telling me that you know the business, and you just telling me, well, this fighter did this. I know the numbers.
Man.
Fighter,
man.
Yeah.
Because I hate that they're like, well, this fighter don't sell tickets. Well, show us the proof.
Right.
Open the books up.
Right. Because we could only go off of what's being told to us. It's being told to us, oh, well, this fighter did 1 million pay-per-views. Well, that's what you told me. But where's the books?
Right.
Show me that it actually did that.
Right. Open the book and show me, like, see?
Right.
Right.
But we never see that. But then it'll be, well, I know this business, and this fight only sold this.
And mind you, they'll be talking that and won't be even on that side of the promotion.
Right.
So how do you know what another fighter is doing when you ain't even on that side of the water?
Right. That's what confuses me, man. Critical Toll, my brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on this in the super chat. He said, can you really blame bigger guys for being too big when smaller fighters are moving up? Technically, everyone starts off their careers weight bullying.
Good point. But my thing is this: can you blame a guy for not wanting to fight him?
Mm-hmm.
So he right. So Canelo has the right to not want to fight him. No, I'm not fighting him. Nope. Every fighter's done that in the history. If we're gonna talk about Canelo, then we gotta talk about a lot of other fighters then.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? Let's get off Canelo, man. Canelo earned this spot. He fought guys. You know what I'm saying? He fought legends. So let's get off Canelo and the David Benavidez thing. David's moving up, fight somebody his size, and that's that. I think Canelo's doing the right thing.
What you think about David Morrell?
I think he's a beast. I think he's really good. I think he's a big 68. Yeah, I think he's a beast.
Have you ever sparred him?
No, I was supposed to fight him, but it didn't happen. You know.
They was gonna. It's kind of early in his career to fight. You crafty, man.
Yeah. He gonna get crushed. He gonna get crushed. He gonna get crushed. He fight me.
Yeah, that's a little that's risky this early because he got what 8 fights?
Yeah, 8 fights. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as a fan, make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
I get on the business side.
Yeah.
They call me like, you want to say I fight him? I was there like 50,000. I said, all right, I'll do it. Then they called me back like, nah, we gonna go another direction.
$50,000 to fight David Morrell?
Yep, 50,000. Yep. These numbers is crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Now check this out. For David, I got offered 100,000, right? Who's can tell you come off a loss to me? Guess how much he got offered?
How much?
Like 450,000. I said, wow. Okay.
Wait, they offered you 100,000 to fight David Benavidez, but offered Uzcategui 400,000, and you just beat him.
Right, and mind you, he tested positive. He tested positive for a performance enhancement drug. That's why the fight didn't happen.
Right.
For EPO, he tested positive for EPO.
Wow.
Offered him 450,000. Lonnie B out here getting it out the mud, training hard. They offered me, I'm only worth $100K.
Now, those are offers, right?
Mm-hmm.
That lets us know that they really don't want to make these fights with certain fighters.
Right.
So they offer you that. And when you say yeah, I assume then you shocking them when you say yeah.
Right. And then I'm gonna be honest, I ain't ashamed to say it. I'm just tired of having rent money every time I fight, man. And I work so hard. I'm tired of that. And I'm seeing these fighters who work nowhere near as hard as me, ain't been in nowhere near as tough as fights as me, and riding around in foreign cars. And I'm not looking at what I'm not looking at because I don't want to. I'm never counting another man's pockets. But I'm looking like, what the hell am I doing wrong?
Right.
I can get.
Oh, you went out, champ. I think somebody called him. Then you got a phone call. Smash that like button, man. Drop $1 in the super chat. Refresh the super chat, man. Think you got a call. You there, champ? You might have to go out and come back in. Yeah. Libra 926, my brother in the super chat. Every time you see Lonnie B, he's speaking facts. Yeah. Samaj Goldberg, what's up, family? Bro, 100,000 to fight David Benavidez is disrespectful. That's disrespectful, man.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, champ.
Yeah, yeah, and it's like you know, I work super hard. I beat the guys. And like I said, I ain't asking for $1 million, but be fair. You know what I'm saying? Like my life do mean something. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta ask yourself, Uskategi tested positive for David. Oh, I wonder, was he on something when he fought me?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I look at Patrick Day, that could have been me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's why I'm like, they got to start. I earned it. I'm not asking for something I'm not asking them to do me a favor. I'm asking them to give me what I earned.
Right. I just can't get past 100K to fight David Benavidez is just a slap in the face.
You know, they told me it's about the opportunity. It's not about the money.
You had the opportunity. You just beat Uskatiki.
Amen. Thank you. Right. And mind you, I was fighting him in his hometown in Arizona.
Right.
I said, nah, man, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Nah.
That's ridiculous, man. And again, like you said, I know people will look at it like counting the man's pockets, but it's not about that. It's about fairness. Because we talking about your life. We're not talking about we ain't talking about 9 to 5. We're talking about your life.
Right.
Your life is priceless.
Right. And the way promoters look at it like this, promoter told me, well, what job can you get right now that pay you $100,000? I said, a lot of jobs.
Right.
A lot of jobs. What are you talking about?
Right.
And guess what? And I ain't got to get hit in the head for it.
Right. Your life ain't on the line.
Yeah. So what are you talking about? You said that to say what?
I'm a nurse, and I was getting paid more than that.
Right. Register, y'all make that bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and I get to work around beautiful, thick women in them scrubs and all that. Like, that's a good deal.
Right. That's ridiculous, man. It's amazing. That's why I tell people they don't understand the business of the sport of boxing. They don't understand, how fighters get treated, behind the scenes. So many people got upset with me once I had Terence Crawford revealed to me before they made the Spence fight. Hey, Blue, look, they ain't trying to do X, Y, and Z with me. They ain't trying to make this fight, bro. They giving me the runaround. And once I was privy to that, and I'm like, hold on. They ain't trying to pay this man to make this fight happen.
Right.
And then everybody switched on me and said, oh, you switched up on Errol Spence. I said, no. I switched up on the business. I see now what they're doing to Terence Crawford to make him look a certain kind of way in the public. And because he's not vocal and he's not doing on these interviews, then he's made to look a certain kind of way.
It's a bullying tactic.
Exactly. And once you learn that, bro, and then people understood what I was saying, because remember, Errol Spence came out and he said they didn't want to make this fight. It's up to me and Terence Crawford to prove them wrong. So clearly they didn't want to make this fight.
Right.
Wow, man. It's terrible, man. It's terrible. I know fighters, I won't say the names, but world champions in their prime, they told me, they said, Blue, I had fights and I ain't get paid for a year.
That's crazy. That is insane. I wouldn't have been fighting because here's my thing. I show up on time, right?
Right.
It's like when you work a job and on Friday, your boss don't tell you if you work a job and Friday is payday. They don't say, well, we're gonna pay you 3 weeks from now. Now
Right.
I was here on time every day. I was here on time.
Right.
And what more you to understand, without opponents, the guys that y'all love, y'all don't get to promote without opponents. So common sense would say, well, maybe we need to treat the opponents right so we can push our narrative and our guy can go make a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we need to treat the opponents right.
Now let me ask you this question, on a 2-part question, right?
Yeah.
Are you signed to anybody still? And do you think it's best that fighters stay? Because I think I look at Devin Haney, Bill Haney situation. I'm like, they moving correctly, being
right,
not committing to anybody long term.
Fight by fight deal.
Fight by fight. And now Jerron Ennis just got out of his deal with Now Boxing. I'm like, Roshan might want to stay independent and try to make it. But then on the flip side of that, Terence Crawford is independent and he getting blackballed.
Yeah, because like I said, that's more of a female thing. They mad he beat their golden child. They mad, and I think that's what it really is. And Terence Crawford ain't a yes man. He a man. He gonna do what's good for him. He gonna do it. And I listen, I understand promoters doing what's best for them, but we gotta come to a common ground where both parties is happy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I support Crawford all the way, man.
Mm-hmm.
Retire from boxing. Don't let boxing retire you.
Mm-hmm.
Because we see fighters broke, slobbing out the mouth, and none of the promoters come back and make sure they good. So do what's best for you. That's my advice. And that's where I'm at with my career right now. You know what I'm saying? Like me and Tio been working together. You know what I'm saying? Me and him about to do some things together. And yeah, I'm doing it on my terms now. I'm sick of fighting for free. With the numbers that's pretty much fighting for free.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. That's not even. That's disrespectful.
Right.
To fight Jose Uzcategui and then fight Dave Benavidez and make a total of what you said your purse for Uzcategui was 30,000, right?
It was 30. I'm sorry, 39,000.
39,000. So you fight Jose Uzcategui and Dave Benavidez and walk away with less than 150,000 is disrespectful.
Oh, right. And you know, at 39, I took home like what 12, 13. So out of that 100, I was gonna take home like what 60.
Yeah, that's disrespectful.
Like
that's disrespectful on every level.
Right.
On every level.
And then feeling like they doing me a favor is insane to me.
Right. Shouts out to brother Shabazz Buyami, brother in the super chat, dropping that cinco. He said, Blue, please ask him if he thinks Canelo should give up the belt since he's not willing to fight the mandatory.
Yes. Yes, I think so. Like, you know, because I got to be fair. I'm going to be fair. If you ain't going to fight the man, though, at least give up one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let somebody else, you know what I'm saying? Like, give somebody else a shot. If you don't want to fight them, but give them a shot to fight each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, it makes some money. You know what I'm saying? We all know really ain't no money on the line unless the belt is involved. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I would, yeah, I agree. Yes, I got to be fair. I agree with that.
And I'd like to ask this question too as well. How does it work with you with the sanction bodies and you know you getting the opportunity to fight for belts, and how does it work? Because from my side, my standpoint, and the fan standpoint, it's like there's no real true order. It
right.
Seems like
they do what they want.
Right.
They pick who they want to be in the top 10. They do what they want. You look at some of these fights and be like, how was he ever in the top 10?
Right.
So they do what they want. It's all about money, of course. Whoever got the bigger bag, they do what they want. You know what I'm saying? And that's, like I said, only people who could change that is the fans.
And I'd like to ask this question because I asked Gary Anton Russell this the other day. Do they even inform you of the rankings, or you just wake up like us and look at the rankings and be like, oh,
Right.
I moved up.
Right. Like, oh, okay.
This is the Wild Wild West.
Right. Do what they want, pay who they want, push the narrative they want. And like I said, the only person who changes is the fans.
And I tell the fans this all the time. They don't realize that they are the consumers.
Right.
I said this the other day. I said I got goosebumps when I watched an interview Leonard Ellaby did, and he was asked about the fans, and he said, "The fans? What fans? Who essentially who cares what the fans say?" And I'm like, bro, they the ones that pay the bills.
Right. They the one who pay the ticket to fill the arenas and the pay-per-view numbers you talk about all the time.
Right. Without the fans, you don't have
a sport.
You don't have a sport. It's the sport. This is one of the sports that are directly affected by the fans that don't have sponsors. Like the NFL has all these sponsors and all these different people giving them money. The fans directly affect the fighters and the fights in the sport of boxing.
Right.
If they don't buy no pay-per-views and don't buy tickets to the fight, where you get the money from?
Right. Or if the telecasts give you money to make the fights happen and they don't make their money back, they shutting it down.
Showtime.
Like HBO. Showtime. Exactly.
Right. And that's what I don't get. Like, I never understand. And again, we have a tendency on this side, and I like to always explain that to the fans. There is two sides. You a fighter, and then there's the fans. And the problem is that at times, even including myself as a person that works in it and a fan, at times we look at you guys as robots, right?
Right.
We forget that Lonnie B could have, I don't know, going into this fight, you could have tripped down your stairs on the way onto the gym, twisted your ankle. I don't know. Right. But I just expect you to perform like I'm going to hold you to the standards of your best performance. Right. And if you don't do that, then it's, man, he fell off, or so on and so forth. Right. So I always say that, there definitely is, we got to respect that side, but I just never understand. So I'm saying this to say, obviously the sport of boxing is very top heavy, right? With big names. So you're not going to get the best versus the best all the time, because it's just, I think it's the deepest sport, any sport, because you could get Joe Schmo to walk over the street that thinks he's a boxer suddenly.
Right.
You can't do that in the NBA. You can't do that in the NFL,
Right.
So, but they just never they never cater to me, to the fans.
Right.
The sport of boxing just never gives to the fans.
Right, because they don't really care.
Right.
They don't really care. Like, yo, you gonna pay to see it anyway.
Right. And that's what Bob Arum said. He said the fans in the sport of boxing is like a box of rocks. You can kick them in any direction, and they still gonna come with you.
Right.
It's utterly ridiculous. It's disappointing to hear them offer you 100,000, less than 150,000 to fight Jose Uzcategui and David Benavidez. That's
put together.
That's insanity. That's truly insanity. That's insane. And then on top of it, the worst part about it all is that Lonnie B is a quality fight for us. So to see Lonnie B versus David Benavidez is a better quality fight. So you're giving the fans a quality fight. It's worth the money.
Right. And I'm okay. I was gonna kick his ass. I don't care what nobody thinks. It's like Usyk got his ass whooped. David was no different.
I don't understand, man. It's for so long. That's what, I look at the situation with Demetrius Andrade.
Yeah.
And it's like he waited for so long to get these marquee fights, and then he gets it, and it's like it's just like he's forgotten, man. After you see that fight with him, do you think he could physically bounce back?
Yeah, I think he need to go back down to his weight, 160, stay out to 68. You know what I'm saying? I think he need to stay in his real weight class. I think David was too big. I knew that was going to happen. Go look at my interview I did with Fight Hype. I told you the fight was gonna go just like that. I think he needs to fight at his weight class. 68. We big guys. You know what I'm saying? So he do good for a couple rounds, but when them tough rounds start getting in, we get the leaning on you using that body weight. It becomes a different thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you
So
start to take your legs away.
Yeah, so I think he needs to fight at. I think he needs to fight at 60.
Salute to great brother T Bugs in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on into the super chat. He said, Lonnie B, why don't the boxers form a union?
Yo, I be trying to do that, but the boxers be like scared, like boxers, and then it's like every person got their own entity, separate entity, so it's kind of hard. But if the fighters just got together and stuck together, we can do something. But the fighters at the top, like I'm making money, I'm comfortable, I'm good. I don't care about them fighters at the bottom, so they ain't my problem. They making sure I'm eating. You know what I'm saying? So it's a hard thing to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, T Bugs back in the super chat, dropping another half a dub on into the super chat. He said, if the boxers come together and form a union, this will stop the boxers from getting ripped off. The boxers come together and form a union. This will stop the boxers from getting ripped off.
He right. He absolutely right. But it's hard to get boxers on the same page. The fighters that's making money, they don't care. Like, so dang, I'm good.
Yeah, that's truly unfortunate, champ.
And that's why I love T.O., because T.O. the only fighter that reached out to help me. Like, yo, I'm going to help you. I'm gonna help. So I fight June 29th on his card. He's like, I'm going to help you. Put money in my pocket, make sure I'm good. So shout out to my brother Teofimo Lopez for that, man. He's a solid. He's solid. You know what I'm saying? He's the only fighter that reached out to me.
Wow. See, those are stories that we need to. How did that come about?
Like, he's just a solid guy. He came to the gym one day where I work at and wanted help with something. I helped him, and then he just kept coming back, and we just got to kicking it. He's like, I want to help you. Put some money in my pocket. I'm making sure I'm good. Yo, I want to help you. I'm gonna help you. And we just kicking it, doing mitts with him. He's like, yo, I want you on my team. And you know what I'm saying? I want to help you, man, because you're a good dude. I want to help you, man.
Oh, so, that's a blessing, man.
Like, you don't hear fighters helping fighters like that no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Call me, yo, I just helped you some money so you can take care of your business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's my brother right there.
Oh man, see, we need to hear more. I mean, obviously, it's done out of genuine, so
right.
You don't hear about it publicly, but that's the union that we need to form, need to trickle down.
Right. And I had to tell that because this narrative about Tio that he racist and all that. Nah, that's not true at all.
And I said this before. I'm from the East Coast, so
yeah.
When you Latino on the East Coast, using the N-word is normal.
Right.
So I never understood that,
Right.
but I'm not from the West, so we don't have that type of friction, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I appreciate you, champ, coming through, man.
No, thanks, Blue. I'm about to train these clients.
Yes, sir.
About to train these guys, man. Thank you for having me on the show, man.
Man, anytime. And you fighting June 29th, man. I got to tap in with you.
Yeah. In a couple of weeks, I'll tap in with you. I'll give you an update.
All right, cool.
Thank you, man.
Hey, let everybody know where they can follow you and catch you.
All right. Lonnie B the champ on Instagram, Lonnie B 168 on Snapchat, and Lionel Lonnie B Thompson on Facebook.
Yes.
Mess with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, champ. I'm gonna tap in
Thank
with you.
Thank you, Blue. All right, champ.
Salute. June 29th, he'll be back in the ring, man. Man, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So that's the conclusion of today's show, man. We'll be back on tomorrow. Hope y'all enjoyed the 2 interviews. We had our great brother Lonnie B, aka Lionel Thompson. We also had, don't forget, we had the Phenom, the Phenom 2.0, undefeated British superstar, soon to be title contender. Ben Whittaker was in the building, the surgeon. Salute to them, man. Doc in the building. Doc about to get me right. Doc, tell him we about to get Blue right. I'm on the Doc program. Salute to my brother, Fit for Life Part 1. Doc in the building, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. A union will remove money from the top fighters in the short term, and since there's no intermediary level that can make boxers money, we are here. Yep. There's no intermediary. It sucks. Marcus R, what's up, family? It truly sucks, man. Truly sucks, man. Doc about to get me right, people. Doc about to get me right. Salute to my brother T-Bugs, brother in the super chat, dropping that Cinco on your boy Blue. He said, Blue, another interview. You know, the fire interview. Salute to you and both interviewers. Salute to T-Bugs, man. Yeah, go follow Ben Whitaker and Lionel B, a.k.a. Lionel Thompson, man. Salute to both of them. Oh, Stokes, what's good? So let me get on out of here. I appreciate y'all coming through, studying up, holding your boy Blue down and showing me love. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.